letting it flow. Every tick higher, I'm losing my mind. This is the high that I've been trying to find.
She don't care if I'm broke tomorrow. She just keeps giving me more to borrow.
Every candle's a kiss, every wick's a tease. I'm addicted to the pump, down on my knees. The hype is calling, the shills are singing. My pulse is racing, my head is spinning. One more green spike and I'm back in the game. Pumps in the night, driving me insane.
Pumps in the night. Whoa. Pumps in the night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She takes me up, she takes me high. Pumps in the night, light up the sky. Pumps in the night. Whoa. Pumps in the night.
Come on, baby, feel it tonight.
Yeah, she told me she loved me, said we go all the way. Then she peeked at 3 eyes and started to fade. But I'm still watching, still craving the sight. Cause those pumps in the night keep me up all night. So raise your glass if you're still in the chase. Pumps in the night, put a smile on my face. Pumps in the night. Pumps in the night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She takes me up, she takes me high. Pumps in the night, light up the sky. Pumps in the night. Pumps in the night.
Come on, baby, feel it tonight.
Pumps in the night. Pumps in the night. Pumps in the Yeah, yeehaw. Let's ride the blockchain. Let's ride the blockchain. Rolling through the market, Bitcoin in my grip, 100K on the table, taking that big dip. All coins sparkling like stars in the night. I'm a crypto cowboy riding with Mike. Dreams of a ranch, no 9-to-5 chain. Stacking sets high, dancing in the games. Fears at 4 to 7, but I'm holding strong. This Bitcoin blaze where I belong. Bitcoin blaze, light it up, let it glow. Rising to the moon, watch the money flow. Yeehaw, I'm free, living the dream. Bitcoin blaze, hear the anthem scream. All gon' pop, feel the rush in my soul. Wealth's my goal, taking full control. Bitcoin blaze, from the dirt to the sky. Yeehaw, let's fly, never say goodbye. Markets a rodeo, bugging me around. Short-term dips hitting, but I stand my ground. Dreams of a yacht, parties by the shore. Crypto my horse, I'm begging for more. September's a test, but Q for my pledge. Stacking up the wind, chasing night to day. Raspy and rough, but my spirit's alive. Bitcoin blaze, where I thrive. Bitcoin blaze, light it up, let it glow. Rising to the moon, watch the money flow. Yeehaw, I'm free, living the dream. Bitcoin blaze, hear the anthem scream. All coins pop, feel the rush in my soul. Wealth's my goal, taking full control. Bitcoin blaze, from the dirt to the sky. Yeehaw, let's fly, never say goodbye. Yeah, the market's wild, but
The ringing of the cowbell to bring in the peace and prosperity into our lives, into our hearts, into our charts. Call it forth. Claim what is yours. What has been given to you by the Creator that the market tries to take away, give it back. Not just one-to-one, but shaken together, pressed down and overflowing. What the market taketh, we take it back. So must it be. Thank you, Jesus. Let's do it. Hit the button, John. Let's go do it.
For those of you,
Oh my God, I'm not here.
I just want to say thank you very much.
Uh-oh. I disappeared. Here I am. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, one person that watches my live stream. Glad to have you here. Don't leave. Don't. Then it's 0, and then it's like awkward. It's just me alone in the room with. You can step out for a little bit and come back. Give me 15 minutes. Hey, Jenny. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to the impromptu daytime version of our nighttime stream. Just come on when things are going a lot of times a little, I don't know, different than what's normally expected out there. And look at Bitcoin. And if you looked at my title here, it's poking fun a little bit, you know, but how bearish. I mean, it was strongly bearish, and you can definitely understand that. And I can say that we weren't, you know, we weren't just taken aside. This move devastated the market. Another devastating move for the market. And so what are we to make of that? I mean, how many times is this going to happen? I mean, it happened in April, wiped everybody out, killed hopes and dreams, start building back during the summer, start looking forward to Q4, and then that doesn't happen. And then you get that surprise bump down here, higher than what we came to this time in October, which killed a lot of people and really ruined a lot of altcoin plays and took everybody's confidence out of altcoins, kind of almost destroyed that market, in my personal opinion. And then you had this thing that happened lately, and this was why are you not here anymore? Was it here or there? Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Forgot about you. So this is what we were following, and this was simply just drawing on the regular candles going all the way back over here to our last top in last cycle. One of the theories for bottoming areas for Bitcoin is that, you know, we would bounce off of this area. Now it's weird that we kind of got that so soon. Very forced behavior here in the market. Very weird. I'm very interested to find out what the story is behind this whenever it gets revealed. What was behind this sell-off, because it was more than just a little, you know, a news tweet or something like that, or speculation about who's going to be fed. You know, there's always more to it. Those are just the excuses that they use a lot of times. The charts tell you one thing, and then the news tries to make up a reason to explain it. But from the weekly candles is where these levels were taken, and that's where you can find your strongest levels. That's why we did it. Normally, I'm out looking for fibs, but this was the one time that you definitely see me go back to the support resistance models that we had there. And there's a fib area just a little bit below, but we didn't go touch it, right? So if you're expecting us to go down to that 57, you know, and that's your plan, and you're a little disappointed because we're at 70,000 or 69,000 right now, right? That didn't manifest. But what did manifest is that we played the zone, right? And it went down to a T to the very bottom there. This prediction or this setup, it wasn't a prediction. It was like, man, we need to find support here or it's gone. And it did. It actually nailed that target, that very bottom of the thing here. So very fortunate. But what was that? What does that mean? Nailed it. Well, you can nail it on a chart, but how do you react to it? I mean, that's what really happens. Do you just like, oh my God, I don't trust. I'm just gonna put 5. Are you trying to play something? Now, this was a nice candle. That's the formation that we look for. A nice hammer candle with a is what they call it. Bullish hammer candle. I like to get on my Hakanashi candles. It's still over here, just a different color. But on your regular ones, it was definitely the right color, right shape, nice wick. And then we got a breakout, and then we broke above the 9 moving average. Those are my tick boxes for entries. And it just depends on which 9 moving average and what time frame that you're playing. And what you got in mind to do, if you're a swing trader or a scalper. If you're a scalper, you've probably been in and out many, many times over here, and it might be kicking yourself up. Man, if I just stayed in a trade, look how much I'd be up instead of just taking a little here, a little there, a few losses and stops, and got stopped out a lot here. And then, because that was a nice move out of Bitcoin right here, right? That was a nice 12% move. We gained $10,000 in the space of just. Well, basically 24 hours. Of course, we dumped a lot to get there, right? We dumped a whole hell of a lot. Was it almost 15, 20,000? So But right now, you see the little box that we got. We are testing the very all-time high area that we had, the cycle top back in 2021. And I've been saying, you know, this cloud's starting to look kind of bullish and stuff. But what we have is a type of V-shaped recovery. And it's very interesting, and you know, I don't ever see nobody talks about that. They just say it's a V-shaped recovery. I got no details or information about it. You know, they have an angle, and right over here, if you go to one of my favorite resources over here that helped me learn this market better and everything, and it's a free resource and a lot more accurate than what you see here on YouTube with people calling out things that are just off the chart. This is where they quote things when it's, you know, they quote a few percentage breakout statistics over here for a pattern or two, then they apply it to every damn pattern. Imply, you know, in other words, they haven't done a lot of study, is my take. But we're talking about V bottoms, and Bukowski goes over that, right? And talks about it and how well that they play out and things and what to look for. Measure moves that you can take on this, and he also talks about the angles of them, right? But it's nice to be able to get some of this information somewhere other than just take somebody's work. Trust me, bro. I think it looks cool, dude. I trust my subconscious mind to just guide me to whatever. I just go by gut feeling, man, but I trade like a butt. Let's get some statistics behind us, and we got a little bit better results on our analysis and performance over here. So what we've done, we've made a nice series of higher highs and higher lows, taking these guys out. We still got some things to do here, and that's okay. Check out this curve. After we did this V-shaped recovery, now look what's going on. Yeah, we got some curvaceousness going on here, man. We got the old Peter North going on right here. And that's quite impressive, Peter, I gotta say. Oh man, we're not in the right place to have all of our hand clappies over here. Do we need to change the rooms? We're in the lounge right now. This is kind of where I do my daytime stuff, right? Gotta make sure you guys can see everything. It looks okay. All right, so cool. Any of you guys, I see, wow, a whopping 3 people, and one of them is me. And I only got 2 likes, and one of them is me. I'm not pointing any fingers, but I'm just saying. Elvis. Where you at, Elvis? Oh, Elvis is not on this. Oh, we got to go to the regular screen. Let me go to the regular screen, people. And Sean, hit the button. Oh, wow, it didn't work. Oh, dang. Hate it when that happens. I always hate those crashes like that.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, I think I want to share a few things with you over here. Over in our Telegram group. Let's go to our vanity wall over here. Let's give a shout outs for some of these people that have been posting some trades over here. We've not done that in a minute. Shout out to Isaac Delgado. When was this? This was today. All right. Isaac Delgado, 300%, 50x long, got in at 63.5, got out at 67. That was a nice play. Right there. Shout out to you, my man. Fire. Oh, it doesn't stop there. Look, there's more. Is this, yeah, it's Isaac too, 143%. What was this, AVAX? You took a long, 20x, good. That's a little scalp here from 820 to 879. Awesome. And then right here we got a Cardano. You mean it actually moved? 161%. That's good. 20x long on this. Now, most likely it didn't start out at 20x. I don't know. Now, maybe so. That would take some really, really tight risk management and things like that to work out. Usually when I'm starting out with something like that on altcoin, I'm starting out about 3 to 5x, and then maybe as the trade goes on, and you got your stop loss into break even, then you can increase your leverage. And I'll give you an example of what that looks like down here at the bottom. And another one, fire one. Oh, this was a good move. This is 60. Was that when we just? No, I didn't. We didn't comment on this one. Here's one from Isaac, 63.5, and got out at 67.3 for a 300%. Awesome. That's a nice move right there to catch. And this is also Isaac. Isaac's been killing it. Shout out to Isaac Delgado. I remember 3 years ago when I first started this channel in the Telegram group, and I remember Isaac asking about certain coins and things. And you know, there's always that nervous uncertainty for people that's kind of a little bit new to the market or new to trading and TA and stuff. And I remember that. I remember those new vibes from him. And then I look now, and you know. And there was a period where I didn't hear from him for a while, right? He's out here, I guess, just doing his thing and doing his deep dives, taking the information that I've given and whatever else. He's mentioned that he's learned a lot from the Fibonacci from me. And I still don't know exactly what technique he's using. Everybody's different, right? But you just pick up things. And if you pick up things that somebody shows you and they can back it up with source material, show you statistics, show you mathematically, show you the reasons behind it, and not just say, well, it's just because I've seen it many times or whatever. I mean, experience has something to play, but you got to have something to back it up, right? And so here on this channel, I'm really a big stickler for the masters that came before us. I mean, the guys back in the early days, man. We're talking about Wyckoff, we're talking about Livermore, we're talking about W.D. Gann. He's my favorite. Even some of the modern ones, Bukowski, Pestavanto, Carolyn Broden, some of these guys that some of you might not even heard of some of them guys, but they're kind of big on the Wall Street side for their techniques and things like that. But it's something that's got some bone behind it, and it's not just, this is what I learned this off of Investopedia or in this trading group. You know, I mean, you can learn things from a trading group, but can you tell where did you get it from? I mean, what's the background behind it? You know, show me something that works and is tested and not just trust me, bro, right? And that's what we try to encourage here. And but Isaac came in and he has transformed over the years. So amazing. Amazing trade setup, so they'll be posted by Isaac. Now, we're seeing the whole story. I mean, we don't see the whole story for anybody. But that's nice, and you can analyze and see entries and figure out what kind of trade you got, and see that's a nice little scalp trade right there on Ethereum. Is this one? This one's mine. This one, let's talk about this one. I took this one last night. Now, it's actually a very small trade that I've got, and it's going to look impressive as hell, but it's actually a small trade. It came up good, so there was one account over in CoinX on my futures on the dollar side that kind of hit on this big drop that we had, right? And so there was. And this is part of the comeback on it, but it was a small trade. But so I went in, I was 15x. That's what I started out with on this. I got this from our signal. This trade for AAVE, it was in 5 in the morning. And if for those of you who don't know that over in our trading group, I've recently added an AI signals bot over here. And I've got it to find, we're tweaking it to find, and I'm testing it. And that was one of my test ones right there, right? Let me see if I can find it. It was about 5 in the morning. Man, you're still generating a lot of signals over here. I don't want to have too many. Here was one here, even with a higher entry. It was about 5 in the morning. It was the entry was 106. I remember that. That was PM. Maybe I'm wrong, or I just haven't found it yet. This is from PM, AM. Here we go. Should be right in this line right here. So it's about 5 in the morning, and I saw this, and yeah, right around here. Yeah, I'll be long. Right, this little guy right here. It said, you know, entry between 101 and 106. I think my average entry was 106, so I caught it at the very end. This was posted at 5:15. It's about 5:45, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try this. I'm going to test this guy out. And to take profit one was 115. I think I did take a little profit there. I set one up, you know, to take a small percentage, and that way I put my stop loss at break even. Take profit 2 is 121. Take profit 3 is at 131. We haven't made those numbers yet, but that's not bad for a signal buy, right? I was impressed with that. So I'm still testing some of these, and I'll be taking some of these plays. I might even take them live, and we test them live here together. But that's what I did there. But that was the real gains on what I started out with. Now, if we go over here, now, after I took that little bit, and then when I saw that, I was like, well, it's definitely time to get paid after that move. So I took 25% off of that. And you know, now, all exchanges are different, all right? But I think what I want to say is that now sometimes you'll come on and you'll be on Twitter or something and you'll see some of these posts like this and it looks amazing, right? Damn, I wish I could make 222%. And you can. But some of this stuff, I got to warn you about letting it make you feel bad, all right? So let me show you how I can take this, and if I wanted to mislead you, I could tweak this. Let me show you. So this was the original. This is the honest thing on it right here, right? And then after I took profit, it immediately upped my percentage to make me feel better. And then I switched it over to 20x. And then I got 358%. That looks a lot better, right? Oh, man. And then I put it at 50x. Oh, look, 890%. Oh, baller, man. I got to join this trading group. This dude knows how to do it. I wish I could make 800. But, you know, nothing changes the fact that I just made very little of this trade. I mean, because I started with little, but for the percentage, I mean, it did. The amount that I started, it doubled, tripled, or whatever what I started, my starting amount. So I'm cool with that. But it's a little misleading, though, how sometimes the things. The point is not to degrade. We want you to post your wins over here, be excited about them. But I don't want people to come over here and think, man, I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there, because it's not always what you perceive it to be. The reality is not always what that first initial impression that you will get when you look at this and say, man, that dude's a baller. He's a beast. And like, no, this was just a trade that played out. And then, of course, there were little tweakings here that could be done. But in reality, this was the real scorecard that I had right here. So I just like to put that out, because I know what it's like. And you see, man, everybody's making 1,000, 200,000%. Man, I can find myself going under and draw down most of the time. And then when it get up to about maybe 10%, then that's the best. And maybe you're trading 2-3x leverage, or maybe you're trying to trade that too high of a leverage, and you know, and that's a thing. That's a thing. The thing about leverage is, the secret to leverage is your stop loss and what you lose at your stop loss. Doesn't matter what your leverage is. Doesn't matter, other than they're going to charge you more in fees the higher that you go. That's something that nobody's talking about, because you crank that leverage up, they get more percentage from your trade. They want you to crank that sucker up. I'm telling you, why do you think they offer up to 200 to 400% on some of the exchanges on some of these tokens, right? This idea, this concept right here is genius, and I posted about it over in the Telegram group when I was talking about it. This is genius marketing. What this does is appeal to our human vanity, and then, you know, they're called vanity tags, for God's sake. These are called vanity tags. And this is our vanity wall for them. We want them posted here to show your gains and everything like that. I'm not bashing it, but I'm just trying to put a touch of reality for those of you that think, man, I'll never get there. Or, man, I'm not seeing, that's not what I'm seeing when I'm trying. What am I doing wrong? Well, you may not be doing as much wrong, right? Maybe you just got to tweak a little risk management, because that's what it is. It's risk management. So over here in the classroom, I posted some articles over here, as well as our classroom bot over here, posting a different topic, alpha from the masters, relating to current market. It's pretty amazing. Classroom, if nothing else, you get tidbits of wisdom over here, and it's the place for people to come and ask questions and things like that. But right now we got it on automation, so they're automatic postings. But I got one over here about leveraging crypto and the proper way to do it, and what guidelines you got for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. How to play it. I got good, solid guidelines over here to help guide you to some proper behavior modifications. That's what this is all about. Until you get your risk management under control, man, them accounts are going to suffer. And that's one of the very last things that is focused on in our trading career. And it should be the very first. And that's what I'm trying to encourage now. Because this is what makes or break you. So, and I know we come in, we're looking for trying to nail, entries and take profits and pivot points and things like that. But that stuff, I mean, you can have a crappy trade setup, and as long as you manage it correctly, you're coming out a winner. And you can have the greatest trade setup, and if you mismanage it, you blew it, and everybody else just made out like bandits. So it's really critical to focus on risk management, and that's what I'm focusing on this year and driving home in the trading group and making myself, especially across everything. Because it's been a little trade-off with the style that I was doing with my spot position trading. Yeah. Position trading for me is that's we're more of a catching whatever's left in this move right now. But this is the key. This is the golden key for trading is your risk management. But I got some guides over there. Oh, here's the new thing: Market Analysis Friday. Market conditions, trends, positioning, core insight. Your edge comes from discipline, not discovery. I agree with that. Review your last 10 trades and find your most common mistake. You should always be doing that. This little bot will remind you on that one. Strega says taco profit. This was an idea we were looking at, but I think that validated when we dropped down. That validated. We look for the possibilities, but sometimes things happen and validate. And then we got to figure out what the market's doing next, right? All right, so let's get on topic now. Shout out to Isaac. Shout out to everybody trying to play this move to the upside, because Lord knows everybody. There was a lot. Not saying everybody. There's some people that were catching this and seeing the possibilities going on here. For the levels that we had, and paying attention to the body structures and things like that. There were some very good entries to be gotten over here. The problem was the emotions getting in the way because of the shell shock of the market being in turmoil and the state of portfolios and whatever you might have been caught in out of, or maybe you nailed it. Maybe you just had a bunch of cash. You were all ready for it. And we talked about it before the big drop, when it was all, kind of nervous and scary over here. By the way, look at this formation over here. That was a very similar formation over here. It doesn't mean that we're on our way to 100,000. It could, but it doesn't mean it. All right, we still got a lot of resistance up ahead, and the only way that you can figure that out is to zoom the hell out, stop pinching the tip, and you got to zoom out a lot, and especially go to bigger time frames. I zoomed out a lot. We can go to the 4 hour and see it a little bit better. But it's always better. 4 hours is a great place to start making your trading ideas. If you're looking for a trade to be in for maybe anywhere from I don't know, could be a few hours, but more likely a day or two, something like that. Swing trade. Let me see if I can get some of these lines lined up. That one cuts through, but we're following that idea. But now that becomes over here. Touch the tops. Now this starts shaving up. When you do it this way and you go, well, here's our bottom there. Let's go connect these dots. Looks like we broke back into a pattern, which is one of them bearish, bullish megaphony patterns, right? Now I don't see the price structure for the bottom idea of this bigger idea. Let's see if we can make this a little bit more apparent. Now, you'll probably see me, I pick these out a lot, and there's other patterns that you can pick out, but the thing is, you want two touches on one side, three on the other to be a valid pattern. And whatever pattern it is that you choose that has those parameters, it's valid. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has something different. It doesn't matter if other people in your community are saying, that's not what's going on. If you got two touches on one side and three on the other, it's valid. You can play it. Your results, your mileage may vary. There may be a better version to look out there. Maybe something else your neighbor sees you're not seeing, but doesn't mean that your pattern's invalid or you don't have a play on it. We got a bear trap idea. We're in. We can be coming up to the top of it. We could be coming up to 82, 83 just by trend lines alone till we bump our head there. It's got a bumpy ride right now, but this is a nice start, and it's a nice area to recover these all-time highs from Bitcoin from 2021. So exciting times, and the full hour, I think we recovered a 9-moving average. Awesome! That's my trigger. That's what I look for. That's a good sign that we're on the first steps to recovery. Now we just need to get over the 21. We get a little extra bonus confirmation when the 9 crosses over that 21. Yeah, that might be a time to think about adding to a position. You know, we look and see if it makes sense at that time, not just automatic. And we try to play these little puppies to the upside or the downside, whichever way that we're playing. But we are working on a V-shaped recovery. We can now, I'm going to come to a different chart over here. We're just going to apply our standard analysis. Let me clear this out. Let me make sure I don't have anything major over here. That's our weekly trend line that we lost and barely retest before we had this big ass drop. And there's we got a lot for us to get really on the bull train and start thinking, oh man, this crypto winter is over. This is not it. Yeah, tell me when we get to about 105,000 and get past this trend line and past these fib areas, and then we'll talk about it. Maybe it's happening, but right now we've ticked off all the boxes for a bear market, and this could just be a relief bounce. Okay, and that's how we should look at it. Truthfully, we shouldn't allow ourselves to put our moon boy hats on like a lot of people are doing. And now people are automatically calling, we could be going up to 120. What could be it, fellas? I mean, the same people that were calling for $40,000 2 days ago are sitting here calling for $120,000 today. Make it make sense, people. And that's what my thumbnail today is, having to deal just with. Oh, that's not you. I got a bear and a moon boy suit over here. And that's what it feels like when I see some of these thumbnails and titles over here, trying to entice people to click them and watch them and listen to what they have to say. And if they have something of substance, I like to hear it. But if it's just a bunch of, I pull something out of my ass, I'm an emotional trader, I flip-flop, and this is totally different from what I called yesterday, but I still stand on it. I'm done. I don't need all that. Nor does anybody else over here in the space. All right, so let's take a looky-loo, if you will. Okay. This was the possible trend line areas. That was the possible 618 areas we're looking at. Let's zoom out and take a look at what has happened on the bigger picture for Bitcoin here. We didn't come down and touch that 200. We don't have to, but we might still do it. Okay, so that's a warning. We broke this idea, but here's what was cool that we were talking about last night. If this is our ABC correction on an Elliott wave, even a local one from here, there's a bigger picture over here, which is even more amazing. It's kind of like we got a double setup for this idea. But watch this, Elliott. You better do this right. That's the old one, Elliott. I'm looking for the new one. You count that weird, Elliott. I swear to God. Anyway, so Elliott, this formation right here, how we stair step up and then we do a 3-wave down. You end up with 5 waves up or 3 humps. I have a shorthand for it. You have a trend line. And if you ever hear me say this, I'm looking for 3 humps and then a dump. That means 3 rises up and then a 2-wave dump. A 1 dump, a 2 dump. 3 humps and a dump. The opposite is also true. You got 3 dumps and then a pump. Okay, so easy. These are the little mnemonics that I use on my channel and to help get this stuff in your head. Make it catchy. You might even hear it in one of my songs or something. I'm programming your subconscious mind. So no, you just need little ways, little segment, little snippets to help you. Oh man, yeah, that's what okay. To file it in your brain so it's there when you need it, right? 3 humps and a dump. Well, the dump is in the vicinity of being over. And what this means is that this move now, this whole move, is a completed Elliott wave. And it's bullish because if it's complete, we start a new one. We get a new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, however it works out, right? All right, so that's what happened. Why do you not work anymore, TradingView? When I hit the reverse button, I don't know what happened to you. I may have to refresh this thing. Maybe that's it. All right, so this is just taking this one and now watch this. Watch this. What if we zoom out? Watch us zoom out. Look at the overall structure from the last 3 cycles when I zoom out. Check this out. Oh, well, we don't like that. We don't like these areas. But look, a bigger wave structure, saying that we've also got another, that this little wave that we just possibly completed was a 2-part wave of this one. We're tying in these guys, and this may vary depending. Yeah, I like this one better, Elliot. I like this one. Elliot's putting the whole thing together over here on the weekly and even on the 2-week. Look at this. According to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B. Oh, according to this might be something to watch out. Now I can see this. We rebound, come back up, and then we do our C and come down lower. That could be what happened. Instead of this being an ABC, there could be a bigger one. And this is where the Elliott wave starts getting confused, and they argue, but it could be this or it could be that. And this is where you have to kind of take Elliott wave with a grain of salt. But the structure that we're making here is good. Now, whether this happens or whatever, what this means, ladies and gentlemen, is in the bigger scope of things. 1, 2, 3. No, you don't count out. Yeah. This was the thing. This is what we're talking about there. You would think it would be like this, right? But because this overlapped with this, and that's what we were looking for on the monthly, this whole, everything that we know in Bitcoin right now, everything on this whole chart becomes a 1 and a 2. Meaning, I picked the worst way to do this. Wherever we bottom, the biggest wave, the third wave is always the runner, is about to happen after we find our bottom. It's saying that next cycle is going to be the mother of all cycles, if this be true. And we're at one point, at one possible bottom right here. A snazzy place. Never a bad idea to pick up Bitcoin at the all-time highs from the last cycle. Never a bad idea. Fear and greed was 5 last night. One of you guys told me that blew my mind. I've never seen it at 5. I can't ever remember seeing it that low. If there was ever a buy signal, that was it. There is a Telegram group. I saw it on YouTube, but I don't know where it is. But there's a Telegram group. Somebody got one, and it's nothing but screams of people just screaming over their portfolio on the pain that that was the whole segment of the Telegram group. Just just people being able to vent their screams and frustration for the price action that we've experienced lately, right? So they finally ripped off the Band-Aid, and now this market has a chance to heal, is how I look at it. And we got this main trend line here that we almost touched. We may not be done touching it. We may want to, but the setups of what we've seen recently looks like, and that may take care of it. Regardless, we had a $10,000 gain over the last day. And if you were catching it on the upside, there was your chance for recovery. If you were too scared, which is understandable, because that's what they're good at engineering, is fear in the market. That's what the powers that be, the composite man, as Wyckoff would call them, that we're trading against, whether it's imaginary or just digital computerized AI bots out there, high frequency trading, or big money. So I don't know. Whatever it is that we trade against that moves these markets in these ways, market makers or whatever, greedy Fed bankers, I don't know who or what it is, but they're very good at their job of taking your money and my money and all of our money. And all we got to do is get a little bit of an edge and be consistent with it, and manage our risk and reward, but especially manage that risk, protect the purse. And then we got a little bit of an edge on that, and we can start fishing off of this vast ocean. There's a vast ocean of money here in crypto in these markets. We're standing on the bank and throwing our lines out. And some people are out there just catching whales and sharks and turtles. And some are just bringing back empty hooks all the time, right? That's what it feels like. But we got to learn to fish in this big, where to cast our nets. Jesus told them where to cast the nets. I think Jesus tells them where to cast our nets too over here. I'm just saying. We just learned this game. But you learn this game, and then we got this pool of resources that we can tap into and grow these accounts. You don't get rich overnight. You don't. It takes a lot of time and patience to get this working for you. And then, of course, you got setups or setbacks that happen in the market. I think I was listening to Sheldon, the sniper, this morning, and it sounds like he had, he got caught up in some, and I could see that because, he was calling altcoin season like every other week in the spring. So he's great. He's got some great analysis skill. Just that sometimes the bias gets him, just like it does all of us, right? But I was fortunate enough to recognize that, and I said, okay, so I'm going to jump in right with you. But it happens. But you can go through things like that and get into jams and see things come way down. You're like, how am I ever going to recover? But if you hone your rules, stick to the plan, the recovery starts coming. So even if you're down, and most people did take a beating on this market. I think everybody took a beating in the market, whether they want to admit it or not. Spot bags, or especially any leverage plays. When it comes to your now, hopefully it kind of reinforces the idea, man, how important risk management is with them stop losses, moving stop losses to break even, trying to avoid drawdown at all cost. Drawdown usually does not end well. There's a little level when you first enter a trade. You know what you're looking for. You got your stop losses should be invalidation points. I'm preaching to the choir because I need to hear these things just as much as anybody else out here. We sometimes when things start going good, that's when we start getting our emotions come in, right? We start, I got this. Yeah, I know how to do this. I'm good. And we start getting a little lackluster. We start easing off of those rules. Giving a little bit. That's all right. That's just a $500. I can handle $500. I'm good. Look how much I made. We start making these excuses. They start coming out of our mouth or whatever to justify whatever mistakes. When we should be really, really looking and saying, we're to get a trading plan individual with us, and all we got to do is establish rules and do our best to follow those rules. And that's the hardest damn thing. That is the hardest damn thing. Because you always got these, but this one's different. I can bend it just a little, because I do it. You see me do it on the stream. It happens. It's part of trading. But it's our mission to recognize that and try to catch it and not fall into breaking the rules that we set for ourselves. That seems to be what keeps pouring out of my head. All right, so let's start looking at some charts. Let me say hello to everybody. See who's here. I got 13 people hanging out. Thank you for being here.
For those,
oh snap, Elvis.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
I think I need some more good ass coffee. I need some more good ass coffee.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Just saying.
Crypto cowboys, moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dogg Crypto now. Like or bear eats you. Better call Road Dogg.
All right. We have no music. Sean, my producer Sean there. All right. So Bitcoin on the 1 hour, it is at resistance area right here underneath the 100 moving average. We see we got a trend line. This is a nice pattern. This particular pattern, if you're familiar with Bukowski and patterns, because he wrote the book on it, it's the only source I would trust that mentions. If they're not citing Bukowski, they're pulling numbers out of their ass. I'm just saying, or regurgitating whatever they heard somebody else pull out of their ass. Bukowski is the one that set up the statistics, and he's the software engineer, math nerd. He's the one to listen to rather than, well, I think it does it 90% of the time, so I'm going to say this pattern breaks up 90% of the time. If you know this, then this gives you an edge. If you're listening to somebody just telling you everything 68% of the time, well, if you're not seeing the results that you're looking for from them, there's why. There's one reason. but this has a 72% chance. Jenny, your boobs are in the way. Jenny, can you move your... Jenny's... Okay, right there, 72. She does the little thing to the side, and you can sit. Go, move to the side, Jenny. 72%. Did you see it? Look at her right boob. There you go, 72%. Chance to... I bet it'll stick in your head that time, won't it? See? All right. I will program your subconscious mind like all these other weird gurus. All right, I just do it in a fun way. All right, so we got a 72% chance this pattern breaks to the upside, right? And you got to measure move. His measure moves are okay, but they're not the greatest, so don't expect a miracle, right? And depending on how you take this measure move, you know. So if we go to the breakout, not where we are, we have to wait to the breakout. When the breakout gets, this is what they don't tell you. Let me take that off. This is what they don't tell you. Move your measure move to the breakout so that you're more accurate on your measure move, right? I'm not guessing where it's going to, you know. I mean, if you want to be accurate on your measure move, that's how you do it. And most of the times these measure moves are pretty gosh darn accurate. Tells us that we'd be coming back up to these areas right here and retest this guy. And that's about 83,600 by measure move. Just that simple form of analysis. This is where I started doing these things. And then little by little, add and learn, moving averages, and then see how they relate. And then you can develop what works for you. For me, it's a breakout. If I'm looking for a breakout, if I'm not trying to catch the bottom, which I love to do, you know, or bottom of a trend line, that's where I like to look for. Seeing that wicked down to this and made that kind of, I'll be like, oh, hell yeah, that looks good. If you're looking at that idea, right? But we can get up to 83 just based on this. Awesome! What do the fibs say? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Tito. Tito. I'm glad you asked, Tommy. We go from high to low, and now let's see how we're doing. Let's use our fibs as a strength measuring tool here for this move. We got our 236. This was the place that you're saying, man, I should have picked up Bitcoin at 60. I should have gotten in at 63. I was too scared. Oh man, I should have gotten in at 65. Man, there was a chance to get in as I didn't do it. This is the zone of regret. The I wish I could have, should have bought more zone when we get a bottom. This is the level tell you, well, you're now leaving the area of regret here, the discount area, because if we maintain, if this was our bottom, yeah, you didn't board the train on time. You can still get in, but you know you're going to sit in, you're going to sit in common class. You're not going to ride first class, baby. Well, this is reserved for the first class people. People that get in early. The people are not scared to buy when you're below a 236. And not everybody is like that. Some people want to get in here. It doesn't matter as long as you catch the move to the upside, right? You go with the trend, right? But it's got a 72% chance to break out of this, and then our Fibonacci-wise, our next target will be tested in this little area right here. That'll be a 74,181 Fibonacci. What? I love Fibonacci. Our measure move, ironically, weirdly enough, takes us up to the 618. I can't think of a better confluence for that. Because that goes right in hand with Bukowski. When I translate for these triangle patterns for the falling wedge and also the falling broadening wedge, which is what this is, we all call it the bullish megaphone, because this is a bullish pattern. 68, the 618 is a great target for all those. Mathematically, the Fibonacci wise, they usually come out to that area almost every time. Almost. Test it yourselves. What's the word we got in crypto? Trust but verify. I think that's words to live by when it comes down to your TA too. Whoever you're watching, you can trust them, whatever they're saying, but verify it. Verify and make sure it's true. Because there's a lot of incentive here. Trading groups that burn hundreds of thousands of dollars in income every month for their owners. It's a real thing. Yeah, I mean, if they're there's a lot of incentive just to say things that just make you, what the hell? To maybe make you say what sounds good, makes you look good, than what's actually really going on over here. 83,000, 74,000. Those are our next major targets, but we don't want to forget the 0.5 Fibonacci. Now, that's not usually the main target I look for, but it's a good one, especially when you look to the left when you got your fibs pulled and you see you got some response over there. When you see that, you just automatically include that one. Not too many targets, is it? It's areas where you can get paid. If you got the right game plan, right setup, right exit plan. That's how you can get paid. Get paid, make that money. Build that bag, baby. I'm all on the 1 hour. Now it's telling us we should get a pullback. Probably will. Probably come back down and test that red line just in shorthand. We could nail it in, pull a fib from low to high, and get all nerdy with it. But just in shorthand, probably testing that little area we just left, right? That's what we usually do. If it comes back down to 68, which it may very well happen over the next few hours at some point. As these moving averages start to cross over the 50, that's bullish, by the way. Here on the 1 hour, coming through this red Ichimoku cloud. I like that. It's coming through a thick part. I gotta see a little green flip over here. See that? I'm like, oh, this is starting to look nice. You already see it on some of the smaller time frames. Just gotta see it on the bigger ones. All right, so we're getting a nice come up. Let's see how far it goes, right? What do you guys think? You think we're in a bear market or the bull market? Let's do that. Let's come over and say hello to chat. Do I ever come over and say hello to chat? I started, but let's give a shout out to Brackus Adventures, who is first here today. Good ass coffee. How's it going, Brackus? Good to see you, my man. Brackus is one of the moderators over in our Telegram group. Good dude. Woohoo! We got Blue Collar Trader in here. Brackett says he got his juicy long entries this morning. Hey, man, shout out to you. You saw an opportunity and you took it. Despite all the fear in the market and what everybody else was saying. That's what counts. We got Silver Days in the house. Smash the likes and subscribe. I like that. Luckily, I sold everything at the bottom. Well, a lot of people did capitulate. There are a lot of decisions that were made there. Now, I've consolidated, so that would be a form of capitulation. One of the things that I've been struggling with was this spot margin trading, was too damn many positions. That's taken care of now. The ones that I've been sitting there struggling with for the last little bit, and they just not been. And they're starting to get down close to areas. So I'm like, yeah. I mean, they will be more of a headache, and because they have been more of a headache for like a long time. This are trades I've had open for a while. I consolidated down to cash and Bitcoin as much as I could. I do have probably more trades open on that account than I did, but a lot less than I had before. Trading mostly gold. I've still got Bitcoin Cash because I was going to close it out, but it started moving. I was like, well, okay. I closed out my AAVE. I kind of wish I kept that one open, but I decided to play it on perpetual futures, so to see what it did. But that Signal Bot, I'm going to start. I want to test those trades out, baby. It seems to be pretty gosh darn finding some good setups. Anyway, but I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I didn't take a hit on this. What happened? I'll just describe what happened to me, right? Because this is a story a lot of people want to have. When we start coming down, right? What are your choices? We got to preserve the purse. So I'm layering stop losses in, right? And sometimes they're going, sometimes they're hitting, sometimes they're not. Sometimes I'm not. The exchange changed the way they do it, and it confused me. And there's all these little things that all happen right one. And sometimes you think you have them set, and there's the times I look over and say, wait a minute, they didn't happen. So things come lower, and then I still got a layer in. But you end up taking losses. I mean, if you're stopping out, protecting the purse, you're building up cash for it to come lower. But if you don't get in at the lows, well, then you're having to buy in higher, and that's how now you've just shaved off some of your account just by that fact, right? Stop losses are good, but your next move, if it rebounds, you still got to buy in higher. It's still a form of capitulation. And so there was a lot of capitulations across the board, and especially across altcoins, and I can't blame them for there. Altcoins, I still don't. We'll take a look at total 3, but it's not. I mean, some of them will do good. There'll be some trades out here, and they're having a pretty good day today, right? But I'm talking about ones I was holding, like midterm holds, things like that. I'm done with that pretty much for altcoins, except for maybe a very few. And I'm basically just more looking at altcoins just for trading right now. I'm not looking for any holds on them. And just because the way that they've been for the last 2 years, you can't trust an altcoin to do what you would hope for it to do, what you want it to do, right?
Woke up to a green candle.
But
Thought it was Christmas morning.
taking hits is part of it, and you can bounce back. Remember, this is the place that you can make multiple X's if we do the right things, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of people that took a big hit because this is one of the biggest liquidations that we've had yet. It seems like every liquidation event that we have is bigger than the last one. Is that going to be a trend that continues? It might if we are still in the 4-year cycle bear market, right? We might have until October to experience all the fun of more downwardness. But we're at a setup right now, that possible C correction. Let's see what happens. It could be bullish in the skies, which is exactly what they're good at, the market makers. And this are the powers that be, the composite man. And this looks like a definite move like that. Coming back down to the last all-time high for Bitcoin. Doing it so quick. So they're flushing out price. We haven't got the time element, right? But it will square up. That's the guidelines that WD Gann has given us. It will square up. Price and time will square up. And we got to see how this plays out. But they accelerated the price feature. They upped to something. There's something afoot we don't know about. They got to get their hands in at a good price so that when they shoot it up, they're positioned good to stump on us while we're jumping in at, as I say, if it's an all-time high situation. What if this is our new lower low, right? And it can be, right? It really can be. All right, it's not no, we made a lower low. I'm sorry. In some aspect, I don't see an all-time high position yet, since we made a lower low. I don't. But they may want us to think that. All I know is that we do have up potential, more up potential right now than down potential. And if you're playing that, you're winning. And if you're shorting and playing the other ideas of any kind of flag to the downside and stuff, well, you probably got hosed. Oh no! Let's get the chat over here. Sometimes you used to go outside and touch some grass. Oh, you mean snow? I haven't seen grass in a day in a little while. I've seen snow. Yellow snow. It doesn't taste like snow cones. It's not lemon flavored. Let me save you the problem, okay? Yellow snow is not for snow cones. Okay. Talking from personal experience here. Buy all the moon bears a beer today. The Bad Wolf says, I thought the word was bring your friends in. The water's fine. Nope, swimming with the sharks. Bring the blood. But PMO says, no, you've been neglected us. I'm not trying to neglect anybody. Hey, we got Tommy 2 liters. Duality C, shout out to you guys. XRP up to 20%. Is it up? This time it's different. Can we reclaim 71.3 today? It looks like we dropped down to 69 where we're at 70. Yeah, maybe. Elliot, I didn't get Elliot off of here. Elliot sees this as a 5-wave structure coming up to possibly 80 to the targets I've got. My target's at 74. As soon as we get past, what do you say, 71.6? That's kind of the trend line. I would say, yeah. I would say we got a good chance to come up that far. And even if we get rejected off of there, right? Because there is that resistance, and there's this 360 moving average. The moving average is starting to cross over. Things are starting to look nice, but I wouldn't doubt if we would get a bigger pullback here. But I would be looking for trend lines, right? I'm always looking for trend lines. I see some people that get out in analysis and when they draw their lines and stuff, and I can always spot when they get outside the trend line, and then it's a bonus if whoever I'm watching respects trend lines and understands how they work. They get bonus points from me when I like to talk about those people that can see it. So, yeah, I believe so. Even what I'm seeing here on the 15-minute time frame, we reclaimed the 9. We might be able to get it to do what I call duck lips, is where they kind of curve apart like a duck lip, where they do like this, and instead of crossing, it'll come up and follow price action. That's what causes it. Damn it! Why does that keep happening? I'm going to refresh this, not me lose everything. Wait a minute. Maybe I can save it, then refresh it. Maybe it'll stop doing that. When I hit the back button, it should clear this stuff out. Get it? I think it might do it from here on out. Well, let's test it right now. Does that come back? Okay, okay. So I just need to refresh my browser to get it to. Okay, now it's acting right. All right, cool. This is driving me batty. So a possible 5-wave up structure. We got 1 level, 2 levels, and whether you're looking at Elliott waves or just looking at things in levels, 3 humps and a dump and all that. 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 humps and a dump. Whether you're looking at the level strategy. I know Annie is that's how she describes it. Annie on Trade Travel Chill. You're looking for three areas, and the majority of the time you'll get them. A few exceptions you don't. And then you got to ask yourself, well, there's only 2 waves? Is this a downward correction? Or is it a corrective move, whichever direction that it goes? Upward correction, downward correction. If it's only got 2 moves on it, you got to start looking, wait a minute, am I on the wrong side of this idea? Am I looking at the dump or the pump instead of this being a 3-wave? You understand? Hope that made sense. In other words, if I can draw it out, you got your trend line, you got your price action, and it comes down 1 hump, 2 hump, higher highs, higher lows. Hopefully a higher high. It doesn't have to be. It could be just equal with this. And then you get the dump. Well, maybe, this is where you gotta watch out. What if you're over here? What if it was 3 dumps and then a pump, and you're trying to look at the pump as being a 3 humps and a dump, and you're looking at it wrong, and then we do our 3 things down again, right? That would be what to look for. So if you get your 2, you get your 3 humps and a dump. Well, you're looking at it the right way. If you're only getting 2, you might be on the wrong side of it. Just idea, just guidelines. What happened to our, there we are, our chart. I want to take a quick look at AAVE, since that's what the signal bot gave us over here. And it's at 113 right now. The entry on it was 106, and that would have been when it was getting over here. I'm talking about the signal group, the signal. That's one of the trades I took from this. I'm testing out the signal bot. So that turned out to be a pretty decent signal. I was leaving this area to leave that. And let me see, compare its targets to my targets, what I would see. It got some pretty ballsy targets up there, up to 131. And I think it was on a 15-minute time period, right? Now, the targets that I get for it, different from what the bot got. But that doesn't mean that anytime you're getting to take profit, shoot, does it matter? So my take on AAVE, we just left the I should have picked up some AAVE zone right here. What did I call that earlier? That kind of sounded cool. Damn, I gotta watch my stream again. Forgot what I called it, but I kind of liked it. Whatever zone down here. And the main targets we're looking for is to make the higher high target higher to 136. It's got 131 for a target and 121 and I think 115. I like AAVE as a coin. I was trying to build a bag of it, had a bag of it, but over the weekend I just didn't. You got down to $92. That's pretty good. This one had a good run. It got up to about what, $400-500, maybe $600. She's got good history, and it's a good project. Lind is what it used to be, and it's a DeFi play. I like it. May think why she's still down here in these areas. Depending on what do we look like? You bounced off of 8x. I missed it. You got a lot of stuff. It's gonna fumble around under $200 for a while. It looks like. What else? What is this line? Oh, nice. Now, I see us ranging out through here for a while until she recovers. But look, $300, $400 over time on this one. Nice rounded bottom coming back. It's like a butt crack for this. Or the worst thing. Oh gosh, the worst thing would be. The worst thing would be if we're going into one of those bear markets and then we end up with something kind of like this, right? And then we got to wait for freaking what window is this? Probably won't be this long, but it doesn't even go there. Was it 2030? Oh, breakout again in 2030. That would suck if that were to happen, right? But it could, right? Our 886 was down here. I don't know. That's why I don't want to see. I don't want to get caught in any drawdown. But right now, it's at a nice little bounce area, so I will play it. I may try to open up a spot margin position on this one again. Let's see if I can build a bag of it again. Since she's still not too far out, maybe. I'll look closer at that after the stream. But so far, so good. So I got 128, 119, and 128, 136, and 119. And the bot had different targets there. I stare at the line, like it owes me a sign. Green for a minute, then red like a crime. PMO says, yeah, snow here, but it's starting to melt. I can see some grass. I think it's starting to melt here. I don't know. It's ice on top now. It's just a big ass layer of ice on top. Walk on it. Crunch through. It's crazy. King Gale's in the house. How's it going, King Gale? Good to see you. Got 11 people hanging out. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm watching on the stream. Another one just came to me while I was talking about it, and I thought that's kind of catchy. I usually call it a coulda, woulda, shoulda zone. Oh, the zone of regrets, was that something like that? I think it was something like that. The zone of regret or something like that. The make me rich zone. Call that the tops. Top and fake out. All right, let's get back to Bitcoin. It is a 90,000, or I'm not 90,000, 70,500. It was a time when we would say 90,000. So I'm curious to see what happens. If the Elliott wave structure. I don't think we got confirmation that that's complete. It could be, but what if there's a bigger wave? Whether it plays out now or some other or later on, that next cycle I think is going to be the thing for Bitcoin. So I recommend highly getting Bitcoin while you can. Even at 70,000 here is not a bad place to nibble. Whatever little amount you can get, I don't care. $25. At least you got $25 worth, and it may be worth $50 worth in a little bit. And you're like, oh, that's still not much, but it's Bitcoin. Put that crap away in a long-term wallet. Come back when you're old and gray. That's the only one that I would do that for. I wouldn't do that for altcoins. So we're starting to climb up through the bands there, looking kind of good. 1 hump, 2 hump, looking for another 3 hump before we get a dump, hopefully. Unless it's just a 2 humper and then we're still continuing down, right? That would be what I'd be watching for. So going back to what I said earlier, what if this is only a 2 humper? If it's only a 2 humper and we lose the trend line, oh man, we might be on the dump 2 pumps. We might be coming lower, right? So let's keep that idea in mind. Trend lines, baby, trend lines. All about them trend lines, them angles, them Fibonacci's, finding the patterns. Up applying the wave structure, which that's the trend lines. Things to help us navigate this market correctly. I got nothing in the chat over here. We've been going for an hour and 10 minutes, 14 people hanging out. Thank you for being here. I'm going to come over. I'm going to take a look at some of these signals that we've been generating over here. Let's take a look at them. Let's see what the latest ones are and see how they stack up. There is a Bitcoin. That's a 15-minute. Let's see if we can get one that's on a bigger time frame, like 1 hour. Those should be a little bit more. A lot of shorts coming up right now. Well, that was 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 10 in the morning. It is 3 o'clock. And so it hasn't. The last one it gave us was a Bitcoin Cash short on the 15-minute, a little smaller time. Targets at, let's see what the entry was, 5. Take it to 484 to 457. Let's see what that looks like. Does that look valid? Hey, I know what. I think I saw, pick up this idea from Joe. All right, let's do it. It was BCH. Bitcoin Cash. Cool. Now we got the trade set up over here to kind of compare it to. Let's see what's going on. Oh, you're too big. Oh, that's what she said. Badass. All right, so swing high to swing low. Oh, we got it past the 618 there. I'd be looking for us to try to actually come up to 516 if it were me. I don't know that I see a short. Now, if we were below that, maybe. Let's take a closer look here. Let me get some of these guys marked out over here. So it's calling for a short, and this was when? This was at, this was a couple hours ago. This is a 15-minute. Clearly, well, the stop loss was at 511. It hasn't hit the stop loss. Now, let's see. Do you see something I don't see over here? Signal? Maybe I should get it to give what it's looking at to give the signal. It's just giving just straight up signals now without really giving a reason why. It's got a strength of 8 out of 10, so it's taking this on the 15-minute time frame as being a good signal. We got 1 hump, 2 hump, possible 3 humps and a dump, maybe. But being above the 618, you got to lose that. So 495. It's saying the entry between 498 and 501, so we're right at the entry for the short. The stop loss at 511. Well, that's not a bad stop loss. That's pretty tight. It looks something like this at 511 stop loss, and entry would be right here. And then take profit area would be at, first one would be 484. Which will be up here. The last one would be 457. The deepest one will be coming back and retesting this area. Let's analyze and see what these profits areas look like. That would be retesting this level here. I like that. That's cool. I think we can do this better with the line. All right, so the signal was saying that the final target would be here. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you're doing it. Are you doing it by levels? Is that what you're doing? 472, 473. Oh, I see where you're getting your targets now. Joe would like this. I think Joe would like this signal thing. Are you the first target? 490, 484. I don't see you though. So this is its 3 targets that it's got for the setup. First one being here at 484. Second target being right here. And then 456. You're short. And then your stop loss, which I'm going to put in, we'll do orange. Let's do white. And the risk to reward ratio overall is a 3-to-1 down to there. Is there a way to all right, so that's the trade setup. That's what it looks like right there. I'm going to post this over to the group just to monitor it, but the setup that you need to break till it breaks the trend line. So actually wait until you get into the trend line over here, I think would be a better thing. Get in after you lose the 15-minute 200 moving average. Until you lose that, you're not really bearish, right? So I think it's too early to get in. I would get in a little bit lower. Just me. That's a possible setup unless it goes up. But the stop loss is pretty good. It gives you a 2% stop loss. That's doable. So if you're using 5x leverage, you're risking 10%. Doable. And if you're using 5x leverage, you would be making up to 15% gains, right? Is that right? 3-to-1, 3 times 5, 15%. Or I think I calculated that right. Wait a minute, you lose 10% to make, that doesn't make sense. You're risking 2% to make 8%. 3-to-1. That's a good ratio. That's kind of the typical that we should look for. All right, well, let's take this idea. Let's post it over, and I haven't tried out the. Have you guys been using the AI Chart Mentor bot? Do you guys know about the AI Chart Mentor bot? You put a chart in over here. It's helpful if you give it more information. It gives you tells you how to use it. But even if you put a blank chart in there, you'll get a response. Now, how accurate? It gets more accurate the more information that you give it or whatever you ask it. And it can't read your damn mind. But let's do that. This is available for free for you guys. I think it would be better to wait for the trend line and the 200 yellow MA to be broken bearishly before entering. That's what I see. So I'm going to tell you what I see over here. I'm going to give it a few minutes over here to generate me an analysis. This is an AI bot trained on Bukowski, trained on harmonics, trained on Bukowski's patterns, moving averages, indicators, most of the common indicators, especially the ones I use, MACD and RSI, stochastics, BMC, and it will generate analysis for you. Immediate feedback. In just case you want a second set of eyes on your trade setup, or in case you're trying to learn and you got questions to ask about is this a head and shoulders? I don't know. I can't tell anymore. It'll help you get you straightened out. If you notice any anomalies, let me know. We will tweak it as we go. But let's see what kind of setup that we got from over on this thing. This was the chart that I sent to it, the possible 3 humps and a dump scenario. It's got a short setup. I put the signal over there. Let's see what it interprets. There's the Bitcoin Cash 15-minute current price verified $4.97. Your question: I think it would be better to wait for the trend line and the 200 yellow moving average to be broken bearishly before entering. What I see, you have a short position signal active. Oh, did it recognize the signal thing that I had in there? And are considering entry timing with multiple confirmation levels. Your multi-layer analysis. Layer 1 trend line structures. I see your drawn trend line acting as dynamic resistance. Price is currently testing the level around $498 to $500 area. Layer 2, 200 moving average, yellow line. The yellow moving average is providing additional resistance, confluence with your trend line, creating a strong barrier zone. Current situation, 497.39, trend line, oh, whatever. Your thesis, wait for bearish break of both levels, entry strategy analysis. And it goes over the entry ideas and whatever. I'm not going to bore you with it. Risk to reward. Risk level is high is what it says. Take note of that. Pros, better price entry, maximum profit potential, already key resistance. Cons, no confirmation yet. Good breakthrough resistance, high failure rate. Conservative entry, your approach. Entry, wait for a bearish break confirmation. And it goes into the details to look for, which we already talked about. The entry zone. Let's see. You get more input when you actually, tell it some more stuff. It's got some more stuff to do here. Direct answer to your question. Now we're getting somewhere. You're absolutely right. Your approach for waiting for both the trend line and the 200 moving average to break bearishly is the higher probability play because you get double confirmation. 2 key levels must fall, not just one. Stronger signal when both break, selling pressure is confirmed. Better risk management, clear invalidation if price reclaims both. Confluence, moving average plus trend line equal institutional level resistance. Things to watch for. 15-minute candle break below 495. Volume increases on the breakout. No immediate reclaim back above. And it just goes. My take is your patience approach is spot on. The confluence of trend line plus 200 moving average creates high conviction resistant zones. Waiting for the bearish break of both levels gives you higher win rate setup. Clear entry and exit rules. Institutional confirmation, 200 moving average respected, and better sleep at night. That was funny. All right, so current status, setup pending, wait for confirmation. You got the right trading mindset. Let the market come to you rather than focusing on trades. And then it gives you ideas to, other things to respond. But that is the AI analysis on the chart we just posted right there for the setup that our signal gave us, encouraging us to do just exactly what that. Wait for the trend line to break and get in on it, right? But the signal is calling recently at about 1 o'clock, a couple hours ago, it's calling for a possible Bitcoin cash short. Stop loss at 5.11. I don't think it's time to get in yet. All right, so that's what I'm kind of doing. Just checking these things out. But the AAVE one played really nice, and I don't know if we're seeing, some of you guys just might be showing up. And the signal that I played at 5 o'clock this morning, this is the accurate statistic on it. It was 15x was up 222%. And I got in at 106, and we dropped from here. I took some little profit, but I'm still leaving this trade open because I think it's going up. I'm looking for maybe 131 on that. Let's see what we can get out of it. King Hell. Feel like we're about to take the express elevator down to 57, then mounts to 400K. What's the turkey verdict? Not out of the question for how that they can bang us around in this market because we do have a Fibonacci down there. So I'm not ruling that idea out. It might happen, it might not happen. There are no clear-cut answers, but it's still within reason to happen, so I'd say plan for it. Plan for that ability. But yeah, that uh-oh.
Yeah, let's roll.
So this is on the weekly time frame, and we looked at this. And, if we are in a bear market, we're definitely going to talk to that 200 moving average and probably move below it. Maybe even come back and talk to the 360 because we usually do, right? 360. Not enough history to have the 360 over here, but your 360 can help you really nail the bottoms that we've had so far. And that's coming in at 43 right now. By the time that we get down there, I don't know where it would be. Hopefully higher. So, yeah, I mean, that's still on the table for that to happen. I want to put our box over here that we have. But we did do a very textbook move right now, what we've done right now. Coming and testing that low over there, right, that we know. So it may be a minute before it does that. My speculation would be that we would go up to an area of resistance and then probably come back down to it. And that might be our lower low. Let me change my candles back. I can't stand Christmas tree candles. Let me get some of this stuff off. So, I can take a harmonic look at it, which I would recommend, and I think it's basically the same things that we've been looking at. What we want to look at, probably will not, if it's going to come down there, it probably won't make it up to 83,000. That's probably not on the table. If we're going to go lower, we would probably, if we're going to go lower, we will probably get rejected either at 74 or possibly right here at 79. I'd be looking at 79 because that would be a common one for a bat pattern, and that's one of the most I think that's one of the most popular harmonic plays out there. If we can't get past this guy, this 382, it might be a big ass move down there. Cause we're in ABC territory is what we're in. And oh man, do you want to take it from this leg? We did from here, right? Yeah, we're not going to be wrong from here. All right. So you see this drop that we had right there? Bouncing off of any of these guys could bring us down to these targets. Okay. True. I mean, this is not what anybody wants to hear right now, but and this is kind of more of the very bearish moves for it, right? And if we bounce off of this area over here at 79, it could be taking us down to 42. Those are the things to be cautious about. And all it just if we can't reclaim those areas, and we don't have to reclaim it right now, we could come up and we can make a higher low, and then we get targets over here, right? But if we go up and we can't, and we start coming back down here, we can't hold a double bottom. That's the last bullish scenario right here, or one of the last I would have confidence in, because if it makes a lower low, then you guys start, oh crap, not good. We would want that to happen, but if we can't, then we open the door for these guys down here. So if we do start breaking lower than 60, definitely, then we are looking for those guys in a big ABC 1-to-1 move. And if we come up to the 618, well, that takes us down here to this 382 area right here. If you're paying attention, these are the same things that I do every day, where this is just a negative scenario on it, right? To 45. So that's on the table, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. But it could. Oh gosh, I wish I'd pull my other fibs over here to see where those lined up for on the bigger fall. That's below this. Is that getting to the point? Is that getting toward 786? But see, to do that, we've also got to break trend lines in market and structure, and that would be bearish AF, right? But right now, we got this big ass nice trend line, which I think I'm going to color green for support and buy, and green and whatever. It could. But right now, I think we got this play, judging by this big ass wick where we had buyers to step in, or so it seems. I see more volume selling down than I do. But we do have rising price with some rising volume, at least up to this point. Now, this other little point we're getting here, volume's dropping off, meaning this is starting to get tired. And at some point, we will be coming back. And that's where I think we get our retest to probably the top of this line right here, about 68. But I think short term, I would look for us to come up here before we try to do something like that. And that could be one of the places that we bounce off for a lower low. Like if we come up here, that would be a pause, and we got some bullish divergence over here. So our RSI or whatever is going up, or price action's coming down, or what, we can get some divergence on that, and that could be a good play. But I don't think we're ready to do it just quite yet, if we're going to do it at all, right? I'm not as nervous about any further downside. I think they've scared everything out. They've cleared the books. They did their little flush out, and then they bought in with this wick, and they're all set, below $62,000 to dump on our head somewhere around $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 if they want. Or even if they take us to a new all-time high, then they can just bring us right back down again real quick again and just range us out and play us. They like the big money likes ranges. They make their money in the ranges, all right? We make our money on the moves. They steal your money from you on the ranges and the scary little flush outs. And they're good at it because they take my money all the time on these damn ranges. I mean, I'm going to make a rule. I've got to make a rule not to try to get into the choppy ranges. That's where they always take it back. But you get the move up, and then it starts to slowly develop a range. And you're like, okay, I'm going to try to get in here in case it goes back up again, and then it doesn't, and it ends up chopping you out. Even just your stop losses, that little 1-2% or 5 to 10 if you're not being careful with it, and then it chews into your account, and then all of a sudden you're like, all the money I made on that big move up, it's gone. What happened? This is not right. I made $1,000 and now I'm only got $50 left of it. What the freak? That can happen. They're good at it. They're good at it. Hope that answered your question or addressed it. We're waiting to see if Bitcoin is a 2-pump jump. I like that. That's clever. A 2-pump jump. I want to steal it. If I can remember it. Oh, there's some alpha I wasn't thinking about. 83,000 closest to CME gap. CME gap. Where's my CME thing? What happened to you, Trading View? I've already forgot what the damn ticker is. That is embarrassing. What is it? Oh gosh. CME what is the ticker for the CME? Damn. I erased it now. I knew it by now. I think it's got an exclamation point in it, right? Bitcoin future CME few. Okay, well here's one. It's not the one I had. It seems to fall. I think I was going about the trading. Let's see if we got something here. Bitcoin CME. That's open interest. That's not traders total. That's not what I'm looking for here. I don't know if anybody remembers what it is. Micro Bitcoin futures CME. Let me put that in. Micro Bitcoin futures. There we are. Is that MBT? That doesn't sound right. It's CME. Let's see if we got can find our, okay, that's all we need. Okay, let's add this to the watch list. Alt W is how we do that. MBT1 period. Okay, I think that's right. Man, I haven't had to search for it. I already forgot what it was called. That's crazy. All right, so we're talking about a gap at, what was it, 83,000? Could our Christmas tree candles on so we can see? Well, there's definitely a gap there. This is on the week. What does it look like on the day? There it is. So there is a whole gap trading system, right? Especially in Wall Street. This does not look good. That's not good. This is not good. This is not reversal idea right here. I'm just saying on the daily on CME. Now, one interesting thing about watching the CME is that we got different moving averages over here because if they are closed on the weekend. And sometimes I use this to get a little bit, we used this before to see the bullishness in the market when everybody else was looking at the bearishness going by their moving averages rather than what we were seeing. And they are right? These are the big boys that kind of have all the money to really manipulate. This is where the big boys play in the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Or that's the narrative behind it, right? And I believe it to be true. This I don't like. This I'm cool with, bouncing off the 800, but You know, are we recovering up here? Are we rolling over down here? Because these other moving averages crossing bearishly. I'm not seeing any on the daily. And if we are looking for a one-to-one move, some people will be looking at the bear flag idea. They'll be putting something way crazy. I'm looking at an AB equals CD, which is it's another way to play a bear flag. And probably if you put your measure move to the top, you'll probably get it right or get it better. And that's another one that's pointing down about 49, possibly. Just saying, not calling it, just saying. We lost this parabola, and that's not great. But we didn't get a blow off top, so it may not be over. On the bigger scheme of things, right? We can look at it that way. We did lose a trend line, and that's one to pay attention to. Yeah, you don't just walk those off. All right, so the gap is here. And yeah, I can see your argument come back up there for a bearish retest. And that's where the 9 and the 21 moving average have just crossed bearishly over the 50. I could see that. So, you know, Elliott also has some various different targets here for... No, he's even got a few lower targets. Now, one we bounced off of. That was nice. He's got one at 54. We got one at the 618 at 57 on the charts we were looking for. Let's see if it's any different over here. You got to check things against every chart and whatever chart you're playing. I still got 57 right here. And the 786. Now, these are the juicy areas to watch for the bottoms of Bitcoin. If we are in a bear market and we're going to go to create prices that hurt, the 886, 786 area. Let's see, which one would it be on this? It's been a 786. Last time we had a cipher pattern. This time I'm not sure that we do. 38. This one's giving me a little bit more shark vibes. I'll check and, you know, go over my parameters and everything again. But this point, if we were to go for an all-time bottom for Bitcoin, I would be wanting to look around. Sounds crazy, but 27,000. I'm not calling for this right now at all. I don't know. I'm just going over if, all right? If. I'm still looking at the idea of this 5-wave completion here, and honestly, I think we got a chance for when we find our bottom to go for a bigger third wave. This completes a wave structure here. I think we're really close to getting something bullish, possibly just based on price structure. I'm watching, you know, look for that idea. I mean, it could easily also come down here and bounce, come up here, and then come down. That would suck. That would make an even bigger harmonic guy if it still gets down here. So there's still a lot of different plays and possibilities, and nobody's really got the right answer. All we can look at, the more that we're exposed to these ideas of possibilities that are legitimate and not just, well, I think it's this and I think it's that, but we can actually look at it and back it up with market structure, like Elliott wave or Fibonacci, or even proper take and measure moves. Are an idea, right? To give us some ideas for what could happen. And we watch and see. It can happen. It might not happen. That's that measured move down there to closer to Elliott's bottom target. But overall, I mean, Bitcoin's in some great market structure as a whole. I mean, it is the asset to be looking for. And coming down to these areas would be in line with this bigger all channel idea. It's not got the greatest top for the channels though, does it? For angles. It looks like we got a different angle right over here. And so I want to take that idea into consideration if we're going to look at it on a macro scale. Because I'm big on these, and that angle is nice. That's the angle I'd be looking for. Let's get rid of that one. Because this is the one this is the angle I believe that would be in play. And let's just take it down and see how it works out. Support, resistance. Support, we got back into it. Now that line is our resistance. That says a lot right there. And then we take it and apply it down here as best we can. And it gets a little tricky here. Oh no. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Let me get Elliot off of here. Let me show you what we just uncovered here with just doing angles and channels, right? Which that is what price travels in. Once I accepted the fact that price travels in channels, I just got to figure out and identify that channel. Changed my whole perspective on it. The OGs used to say that in Bitcoin talk forums back in the day when I used to hang out there, and I'm like, yeah, they're all big on them triangles and whatever. And I'm like, I want a fancy pattern. Give me the one that works. I want the one that makes money. But the tried and true basics, man. It's all they used, and they were killing it. Look at this idea. Taking those angles, we took it from last cycles over there, drew it over here. We got the midline right here. That's what this would be. And then we took that same angle and just put it at the bottom over here. Let me get rid of this diagonal trend line. So we put it at this bottom trend line here, and let me just go ahead and move it up so it's actually touching. And let me put my other candles on because I don't like Christmas tree candles. Where? Whoa! What happened? Oh, here. Oh, it moved me around. All right, so maybe I should change the color. Maybe you can't see green as well because we got all these other colors over here. Let me go with white on this one. I can see that. So let me move it up and touch the bodies because that's the rule. And now we got touch, touch, touch. There's 3 touches right there. This is a valid trend line. And fast forward it over and see what else we got. Nothing, big space. That's not what we're looking for. Nothing, big space. That sucks. Until that one day when prices fell from the sky and then bounced right on that trend line. Amazing, right? This is how you can use trend lines in a predictive manner, kind of forecasting kind of manner. If you're looking for angles and trend lines, that's something I think that I offer on this channel that I don't see talked about and discussed or utilized on other channels. So I think that's one of the selling points for us over here in our group. Just an idea, whether you want to use it or believe it or not. I mean, that's information and alpha that other people are not looking at or caring about. And you need whatever alpha edges that will give you a market insight, right? This trend line right here suggests that, yeah, we might be coming up here, 83,000 into that little gappy. There's also got that resistance. So I think that's a great way to look at it. If you're asking about the CMA, or talking about the CMA gap, that's a very viable idea. That would be with our V-shaped recovery, making a lower high. And either we come back and make a higher low or a lower one, and we figure it out from there. If we come back and make a lower high, then we got a possible harmonic pattern taking us up to, 97. We're starting to climb up, right? And so it all depends on, what the market tells us when we get there. But, ooh, that's right at a 618. That's at a 618 retracement. That's even better for that gap. They closed that CMA gap area. And if we come down and, here would be a bull scenario. If we come back down to and make a 618 here, we're looking to come up to, it's a lower high if we do it though, right? It's not as strong of a pattern. Anyway, it helps us figure out what the next move may be. And a little bit more accurate than just guessing, right? We got a little bit more of an accurate system than just taking a random guess or feelings or going by your... Half the time, I heard a guru this morning, I clipped this. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just going by whatever my subconscious mind tells me. Half the time, I'm like, oh my God, you're coming to this market without a damn plan? The truth came out. I mean, it's like, it was apparent before. Little by little, the truth comes out if you listen on them. They if you're picking up on it and know to pick up on it. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors here on YouTube. All right, so yeah, the bad wolf. That's a great way to look at it. And we can draw it into an expanding, broadening pattern. And we got 2 touches on one side. I look at touch areas. Some people might count that as 3 touch areas. I just count it as 2. So I don't know. That idea, it can work. But it could also go to, your best thing would just be go to the low. and connect this. And look at that short term. Could be an expanding pattern too. Now these are cool. These have a 60% chance to break up, and doesn't seem to be as dependent on the direction as a continuation pattern. Maybe. But this resistance right here that would go right in tune with your theory that might drop us back down. Maybe we make a higher low from there. Maybe make a low. I don't know. There is also, now you're thinking, oh man, you're going to come all the way back and 102. It might, but before it does, it's also got to break back into the channel idea that it lost on that. Remember? Angles, trend lines, channels. We lost that little guy. So, yeah, you can see definitely, so even if it makes it up a little bit past that gap, right around 87 would be an area to look for. And then, yeah, that 83, so in that gap area. We need to label this CME gap. But good call. I wasn't even thinking about CME gap, so I would have missed that idea. But shout out to you, man. You gave us a viable thing to look at here. That's awesome. That's what makes this channel awesome. It's integrating what all we see together stuff, you know, sharing ideas. It's all about sharing. Open source, baby. Open source. It's not about having an echo chamber or something like that and just saying, oh man, Guru, you're so awesome. You nailed that. You know, that's about sharing ideas, man. We don't do that here anyway, but I see it on other channels, and that's like, what exactly are we going to learn here today? If I can type CME. CME. Gappy. And I'm spelling it Gappy. CME Gappy. And I should probably put this where I can put it on the left side so we can see it. CME Gappy. I guess. Anyway. So yeah, cool observation. Now notice your moving averages also too. Now they're kind of bearish, man. They flipped over here. So that's another sign that we still got some bearish pressure. Now they can flip. Look, it flipped here bullish. We got a nice rise up. And then we started flipping here. And the bearish flip didn't last as long. It wasn't the greatest flip, but it was there. Flip bullish, flip bearish. We can flip back around, and we start by climbing through the moving averages, which is what it's doing right now. But it may take it a while. We may have to come back up here and come back down and fight through it before we actually start making our headway, right? So it's not up only from here, but by golly, we got some good plays here. Bitcoin is at $70,000. And here we are on the 6 minute. I follow the 6 minute a lot when I'm just watching. Sometimes I'll follow the 1 minute if this one gets boring. That's what I do. But the important thing to say is that I make my plans on the bigger time frames. The bigger time frames give me the setups. I just execute what I'm doing on the tiny time frames, and I monitor it sometimes on the tiny ones, because if there is going to be a shift in trend, I can see it starting to play on the smaller time frames, the 1 minute and whatever. So, and the 200 moving average comes into play on that, you know, to give us our bullish or bearish bias, right? On any time frame, if you're above the 200 moving average, you are in the bullish section. You crossed over to the bullish side, meaning hopeful that things are going to go up. And anytime we're on the other side of the 200 moving average, we're on the bearish side, the point where we gotta be cautious or look for shorts. And that's on any time frame. And it just happens a lot more on the smaller time frames than on the bigger ones. Therefore, if it happens on the bigger time frame, it's got more weight behind it. If it happens on the smaller time frame, it doesn't. But it could be a signal if you're at a pivot point, and you can use this to figure out when the market is going to change. You'll be looking for the earlier detections, but it takes those zoom outs on the bigger time frames to get the levels to know where to look for it at. And some people are being taught just to look at it randomly. And as long we're just a look, that's my thing though. It's above the 200 moving average on the 1 minute. Let's jump in. There's a little bit more to it, right? If you want to be more precise and more accurate. And that is to zoom out and then find your support levels. Then apply that. degen tech. It's not a degen technique. It's an old technique. It's just that some degens are just using it kind of crazy right now. But if you use it properly, using support and resistance, and maybe Fibonacci, yeah, your success rates becomes better. And I think if there's any reason when we you know, when we're looking at these ideas and they play out nice, I have to attribute. Well, first I have to attribute it to God, because everything comes from God in my life. All my success, everything that I accomplish in life, I can't do without God. The second thing is that you know, rules and guidelines to help make us more successful. Structure, if you will. All right, Bitcoin should making a lower high here, and that's the first warning sign, right? So is it a flag to the upside then, or is it an M top? And it could be making an M right now, a lower high. Anytime you get a lower high there. For the big move, it's not pulled back enough for me to want to take any harmonic measurement, right? So she might just be retesting the trend line before she wants to make another move up. Like I said, we're looking for the humps and dumps when you got possibly two pumps right there. Two humps. 2 pumps. Is it 2 humps and a dump or 2 pumps and a dump? Whichever works for you. But generally, if I were looking for a place for it to come back, it would be testing this white trend line. It's got confluence on this, so that's why we're looking at it. This white trend line is sitting right at 382 Fibonacci, this green line that I'm putting right here. So if Bitcoin pulls back, I'm looking the ideal place for it to find some support. Now imagine that, whether you're looking at Fibonacci or not, let me show you a little something over here. I gotta change you to orange so I know what you are. All right. So if that's what we're looking for, we're at a channel. That's a channel. Okay, that's what it is. You gotta zoom out, right? For trend line channel. We got a bear trap idea. That's what's happening. For what we're working with, what I'm working with, and I'm basing it off of the angles over here. Is there another thing to like? Oh, you could probably tie in with that guy right there. Looks like, I don't know. This line really has no reason to be there. But we're back into the channel idea. We can identify the channel. It's a nice little strong channel, and it might have little finesses there. I see these bottoms and this one over here. I'll go with that. But at the bottom of that channel is also our 382 Fibonacci, right? So you can make an argument where we can come back and test the bottom of this, and maybe test, you know, this level over here that we broke out of. There's a support resistance flip. That's where, let me get this guy off of here. That's where we come down, if you can see that. We come to, it was support here, we came up, and then over here it acted as resistance, and here it acted as resistance. So that's a report resistance flip area, and they are great, fantastical targets for retest. And if you're not factoring in the retest ideas for your trade setups, you're missing the possibilities to improve your chances of success in trading. Because knowing that you got a stronger possibility to come back and go to those areas on a retest gives you a chance at a better entry instead of chasing and FOMOing in, right? Those are the things that the patient trade, that's what the greats are teaching. And I don't see enough of that talk. But that's important. But okay, so we got this. So we got confluence with the trend line channel, bottom of the channel idea. Maybe come back and retest it. If we do bounce and we don't break below it, this sets us up for a bigger move. And it sounds crazy, and it's not a flag. It may end up looking like one, but it already rolls this trend line, so you got to take it. You know, your best flag would be this one if it's going to do it. But you got a one-to-one move that takes you all the way up here to this target that I put up here earlier with our Fibonacci, 78,000. Another variation that you can get to your target area is to take your Fibonacci extension tool, if I can find it. And this is the trend-based extension tool. This is the one that looks a little confusing. You got 1 point, you got 2 points. Now you got to wait for it to play out. So if it comes down to 67,000 to our target, if that happens, if this, damn it, Bobby, damn it, Sean. If our thesis does, you know, we end up coming back down here, whatever, flag a pattern or whatever, and we do bounce from here, you're looking at your 100% if you're doing it from this method. It is a full 1-to-1 move. And everything that I do here is based off patterns, measured moves, basically all patterns and measured moves, whether they be actual chart patterns with trend lines or Fibonacci patterns, meaning that sometimes even moving average patterns. There's an algorithm. There's a way that this market reacts to these moving averages and moves through them. There's also a way that the market moves through the Fibonacci. And once you identify how that happens, then you got some insight that other people are just like, I don't get it, dude. What the hell? What? You called for that and that hit? I mean, I don't know. What? It seems like magic, but it's not. It's not magic. There's a little bit of a math and a science behind it, and it's not hard to grasp. It might take a minute, you know, for little by little, but just keep hanging out. And I'm telling you, man, I really believe that I can give you some insight on the markets that can help you put it together what you already know. And oh my God, I'm scared that you might be awesome, like extremely awesome. You might even go start out a new YouTube channel. I mean, I don't know. But you never know until you take what you learn, put it with your insight, and then you find your own unique style, man. But as long as it's based on accurate stuff, traditional stuff that works, stuff that you can prove, and not just, well, you know, I can't really show you the secret sauce behind it. It's more of, you know, yeah, it's just my brain, you know, because I just got that special thing. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Scientific method applies to all this stuff, or it should, all right? You want it repeatable. We want something repeatable. Mathematical, repeatable. That's what wins, makes your bots win, right? That's what they're doing, trading against us, and they're pretty gosh darn good at it, right? So our system's got to be just as good as their system. And it can't just be, let's got a little bit of this, and it's got a little bit of head and shoulders on it, so I might try it. And that's fine if you're gambling, but if you're trying to do it mathematically and strategically, and not rely on just hunches and feelings, which those are what lead us astray. Now, there is some point you do develop your own intuition as a trader. You say, I got a feeling. You start seeing things, and you can start looking at this, and you're so used to drawing fibs that you can automatically look and know where your levels are, your halves and 382s and 786. My 886 is here. You can do that. That's you developing. All right. That's you honing it in over years. That's fine. But to have some kind of mystical insight, oh my God, my subconscious mind just saw it magically, and then we played it, and I can't explain that to you. That's why you need to pay me $99 a month so you can tune into my subconscious. Bullshit. There's no better trader to trade for you than you. There's no better TA than your own TA. And we're just trying to get you to the point where you understand enough where you can do your own TA. And so I love it when you guys come out here and tell me what you see. And sometimes you see things I'm not seeing. Sometimes I'm seeing things you're not seeing. And we mix it all up, and we look for what jives together. And then it can really turn into something magical. And that's what's so great about a good trading community. 13 people hanging out with me, and I've just been rambling. My bad. Let me come back to the chat here. I don't know. Am I preachy today or something? There's nothing going on in the chat. I just shut you guys up. There's nothing. You guys are just like, dude, I'm so bored with the show. There's nothing else on, so I'm just watching the turkey and listening to music. Let's check out these altcoins. We've been going, oh my God, a 2 hour. Oh, why can I never do a 1 hour stream? I think I talk too much. That's weird because I don't talk. I'm an INFJ, man. I'm a quiet person. I'm one of those, I'm an introvert. I can live in a cave in the dark by myself. Well, I'd probably still want a phone. Wouldn't work in a cave, though. I didn't really think that one out. That wasn't a good example. Okay. Back on track. The gainers and losers for today. Look at what we got. Last 24 hours. Let's go to the top 300. How things looking, man? Zbeck, really? You're doing something? I don't know. A lot of people really like this one, and maybe it's got some good things, but to me, it's got too many tokens, and it just makes the price. It's just, I don't know. I just always see it rangy. I don't ever see. That's just me. Tailcoin. Oh, really? Onyx coin. Well, you need to. You got plastered. You're still half a penny. It's not like you're 5 cents. I still need you to do 5 cents. Will you please do 5 cents? For the love of God, please, let's do it back to 5 cents. That would be awesome. I'd be such a happy turkey if it went to 5 cents, because this is one of my dark horse plays right there. XRP, you're at 145. That's a lot from your $350 high that you had this year, which was just roughly about the same that you had last 2 cycles ago. To me, I think XRP has been a disappointment. For the high, I'm not trying to bash it. I don't have any right now, and I don't really plan on playing, but a lot of people are looking into it. And maybe it will. Maybe it'll have something really fantastical. But look at the market cap, man. $88 billion market cap. Maximum supply is 100 billion coins. 100 billion? Are you freaking kidding? Billion. 100. And there's still 40 billion to be unleashed on our happy asses over the next few years, as if in his lifetime, Jed McCaleb wouldn't dumping all of his XRP suppressing price with all of his billions of coins, making out like a bandit. Now there's a man who just gets out of crypto unscathed, has his hands in FTX, XRP, and XL. I don't know. There's something there. I hadn't heard from him. I think BitBoy was on something there. Other than whatever else he was on that made him go kind of weird. All right. So XRP, let's take a look. What was your all-time low here? 11 years ago. 11 years ago, you got this at 0.002. Now, those are the real winners. Those are your XRP army people. And I remember this thing trading like Cardano, 5 cents and this and that. Now, holding from there, if you had the conviction, of course, you made some life-changing money. But trying to play this for the past cycle? What's it giving us? I don't know. Is there still opportunity in XRP? I just don't like the tokenomics. That's me. But a lot of people love it. Maybe they say, well, I don't. And maybe I'll look back and say, gosh darn it, I had so many opportunities to get in, and I just said, no, I don't believe in you. Could be. XRP, let's see what's going on with you. Let's try, Binance should have the best price history. Is it 115? Is 144? You can't bitch about that. I mean, you can, but that probably just means you're a complainer, right? Oh, Snapdragons, it did it! Looky there! Our harmonic pattern completed. Oh, I'm taking a picture of this. I forgot I haven't even had this on here. I wouldn't even... This has been from... I don't know. I guess October? I don't know. I don't know when I did this. I don't know when I drew this. And my draw, I don't know. It could have been too recent. She came down and nailed her. Or is a 7-8? Oh, what do we got here? 618. Oh. I may change my mind on XRP. I may be changing my... What was this? That didn't work. That was bearish. Okay, so they don't always play out, right? We look for them for confirmation. Now that this one's confirmed, or we can make sure it confirms, this could be hella bullish. I know it seems crazy. It's crazy. I know it sounds like I'm flip-flopping, but this harmonic pattern, if I'm looking at this correctly here, am I looking at this correctly? We got 786 retracement, 113, 618 pullback, higher high. This is a cipher. This is one of the rare harmonic. This is a rare one. It's bullish. Let's go over this. Oh, thank you for bringing up Hey, man. You may have given me a life-changing play. I don't know. Let's look. You may have changed my turkey brain over on this one. I was sitting here, down on XRP. This one's hinting that there's a big move. Let's talk about it. Let's deep dive into XRP. This might be some extreme alpha. And what generated this alpha? You guys. You guys rock. You guys rock. I would not have been looking at this. I would not have been looking at this if it wasn't for you guys. And in particular, because of my short-term memory loss. But, oh my God, where we go? Where we go? Hey, Bingo Sambo says XRP up, down, up, down. I know that's what my taking. Where is it? I'm sorry, man. Where was it? XRP. Who said that? I got to give you proper shout out, man. I don't see the message now. Congratulations on being YouTube featured. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Am I on YouTube featured? Is that a special thing? They had something to where you can upvote things and videos. I don't know how that works, but if you guys are doing that, hey man, I appreciate it. This channel is a slow grower. I have a 12-year trend line on the log weekly. It says 57K is good for a bear bottom. It can be, yeah. 12-year trend line on the log. Oh, interesting. Cool. That's in confluence right in with the 618 that we got on the non-log. I don't use log because I use measure moves, but if you don't use measure moves, and log is for assets that are huge like Bitcoin, so logarithm does have a purpose. It doesn't have a purpose for my style though, because it'll screw my measure moves up a lot. It'll make me highly inaccurate. All right, so I'm sorry, I forgot who mentioned XRP here a minute ago, but this is a cipher pattern, a bullish cipher pattern. Possibly completing here on the 3-day chart. We found some support. Moving averages 800, 600, 666, whatever. 360. That's the one we're testing. It's one that we test before we break up a lot too. Let's talk about this cipher pattern and what's so special about it. And to do that, I'm just going to pull up Brave AI over here. What is special about a harmonic cipher pattern? How well does it play out? When invalidated. Things we need to know. What are extended targets in case it goes above is what I'm asking. Well, let's pull this up and let's look at this real time. Shoot, I might get bullish on XRP. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. King Hill says confluence with the turkey. I come to the turkey for all measure moves. Linear charts hurt my head. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate my man. Hey, it sounds like you got you stumbled onto something good right there. And you can always, shameless plug over here to our AI chart analyzer over here. I personally trained based on the master's teachings, not Jesus, but the chart math. Some of it. You could actually take your chart over here and just plug it in. It helps better if you make a little comment, ask a question, get more insight. But even just a blank chart, it's designed to give you analysis on it and could give you confluence. It might see some confluence things that you might not be looking at on your chart. It's designed to pick that stuff up and also be a teaching guide. So if you're in a situation you're like, I got something, but I'm just not sure. Maybe I want a second set of eyes. Plug it into over here. Just drop it over here, and you can get some feedback. And if it's questionable, just let me, you comment to me. But it's a cool tool. I don't have enough people using it. I don't know what's wrong with it, man. All right, so she's in beta testing. I need some beta testers over there. The cipher harmonic pattern is considered one of the most accurate and profitable harmonic patterns. Let me say that again. The cipher harmonic pattern is considered one of the most accurate and profitable harmonic trade. This is like finding a cup and handle with the regular pattern. This is like the cup and handle of harmonics. Success rate around 70%. Here's what makes it so special. It's got a high accuracy, more reliable than many other harmonic patterns due to its precise Fibonacci requirements. Precise ones. Meaning it's got a 618 retracement, a 113 higher high, a 786 target. Once it hits those, it's ready to rock and roll to the upside, is my shorthand version of it, okay? Let me go ahead and continue on. This is well-defined structure, clear entry, stop loss, and profit targets make it easier to manage risk. It's less restrictive rules. Compared to other harmonic patterns, the Cypher pattern has fewer rules to follow. It's got a strong risk-reward ratio. The setup typically offers attractive profit potential relative to risk. Okay, so the B point, that was the B. It needs to be 618. It can vary it a little higher, but the 618 that's the standard. That's the basic. That's the one. Your C point, you're giving me 272 to 141 of the XA. Now I got 113. We're going to, okay, so we're going to double check you. That's what my guidelines have. Let's let me double check against my stuff here. Are you not on here, Cypher? Why the hell are you not on that list? Make sure I'm not tripping. I don't want to give me any misinformation or give me any things, but I see a Cypher. $113. Okay, BC. Of A. Yes. It can be 113 to 1411. The one, okay. So I've got, yeah, this one's got one higher tick point. That's what was throwing me off. My specifics that I've got that in my studies have got 113, and that's why I got it right there. There's only two patterns that you're really, well, no, not just two. There's only two harmonic patterns, right? You got that go external. So you got, when it comes, and I finally figured out the word to explain it right. When you're looking harmonics for the M shapes or whatever, you either got a higher low called an external top or external high, or you got a lower low, which is an internal pattern. So external pattern, internal patterns. This, I think that's the official terms. And this is an external one. Well, for the 618, you've only got one option, and that is your Cypher. We got a higher high of a 618. 786 is where we're looking. 786 is where we are. 786. All right, so let's continue on with our discussion over here. I just had to. This is what you get on my. Where did it go? We just lost our AI stuff. Our conversation. Oh, come on. Where's my last chat? Conversation history. There we go. No, that's not you. Did you really just erase that? All right. I feel like I'm just running in circles here. Let's go back to that. So instead of what I give you on my channel is instead of like, oh, it's like this and this and this, it might be this. We're going through this. Backing this up. I'm backing up what I'm showing you. Okay. What's so special? Gotta type this in again. What are extended targets? What is invalidation? All right, let's do this one more time and try to stay on topic over here, or try to not to lose it this time. All right, so what makes it? We are okay, cool. So let's continue on. I don't think you're giving me as much stuff over here on this one, are you? All right, so it's a strong reversal signal. When correctly identified, it can provide powerful reversal setups. It has it was one of the highest ranking performing patterns out there. And it's rare for it to occur. Extended targets or profit levels beyond the basic pattern structure. That's what we're looking for the higher. If this pattern is giving us a reversal right here, we're looking for higher highs eventually, right? We got targets we can play all the way up to $3-4, but we're looking for those higher targets than $5. Primary targets are point A and C, and those are the first two. That'd be 344 and 361. We come back and test each of those highs, and those are targets for harmonic patterns. We also looked at 382 and 618 on the way up. And you can play the 786 and 7 and those targets there within the structure, but the ones higher high, 272 and 618. Now it's invalidated for a bullish cipher pattern, which is what this one is. We're going to stop loss goes just below the X point. If price breaks below X, then it's invalidated. Well, that should be pretty easy because X is pretty much like, I don't know, probably under 25 cents or something. I didn't look, but it's low. So probably not going to invalidate that X. Says this is crucial because beyond X point, the entire pattern structure breaks down and the trade setup is no longer valid. So we got a cipher pattern, one of the rarest harmonic patterns that signifies a reversal happening right here on this major chart. We had it drawn out a long time ago, and it takes them forever to play out. They don't play out within the pattern that we draw. It looks like this if we want to kind of do that. We're just looking at this for levels of reversal. We don't care what happens in between the pattern. We just want to see the targets actually hit. And if you give them time, they did. Now, this one already hit it on the October 7th retrace right here. This is possibly your type 2 return. I don't know. It looks kind of, it looks a little, looks like it went kind of far. Usually look for that 0.5. That looks kind of hard for a type 2. May not be, but it might qualify for it. That wick kind of threw things, or we might be doing it now. I mean, it might come up, roll over a little bit, and then come back down, visit this before we break up. But this pattern is saying XRP, maybe it has that bright future everybody's been talking about that I've just been kind of not paying attention to. It's a warning to me that, hey man, I might be missing out on the move for XRP. Let's look at our targets. All right, so you've got these targets off the bat, all right? You got these two areas right here off the bat. And that's at 340 and 366. Now that's bullish AF, right? We're nowhere near that. And it may take a long time to get there. I don't know. But also, we go from swing high to swing low. And we're looking at this guy. And we're looking at this guy. And we're always going to look at this guy. And so XRP, I'll put this trading group. Now short term, you got 174 coming up. Same thing we always do right here. This is your basic harmonic play. Oh look, that's also coming at 886. We can kill that guy out right here. We don't have to label you, it's right in there. 270. Shorter term internal target. 211. First target I'd be looking for to get paid. First major target I'd be looking for to get paid. So perfect for the swing trade right here. Here are the target areas. And so it's as easy as doing the analysis on this on a bigger time frame. Remembering to look at it to refresh yourself as you get lost in the smaller time frames, but this is our roadmap based on this harmonic pattern. And right now I want to come down to the smaller time frames and just see what kind of reaction we're getting there at 786. Nice. It might come back through here. You got all this area underneath this red line, underneath 177, 170 to collect this. Meaning we're still in our discount zone. We're still in that area that when we get up to 270, you're saying, man, I wish I'd bought some at 145 or 115 or 120 or 170. Gosh darn it, man. I didn't believe in it. I was looking at other stuff and I wasn't thinking, man, I had an opportunity. I could have been rich. I don't know. So I'm going to zoom out and we're going to look at the percentages. What would that look like? What would this on spot? If you just build up a FOMO in right now today, I'm going in on XRP. We get up to our first target. That's 40% gains on that spot. You put $100 in, now it's worth 140. Oh man, it comes up to 272. I only bought $100 worth. I wish I'd bought more because that $100 worth is now worth $180. Oh gosh darn it. What if you're sitting on $1,000 bag? That's crazy. No, let's keep it real. Let's keep it above $100. What if we come up for that first higher high target? $100 worth of $200 position now. You're like, damn, I should have bought more. That's got to be, wait a minute, that's more than that. 200%. That $100 is worth $300 now. Yeah. That $100 position's worth $300 now. You're like, oh man, why didn't I put $3,000 in there and put it on 5x leverage or something crazy like I could be? They'll have all kinds of thoughts. Coming up to one of the main targets, 226%. The top target that we're looking for, top pivot area for it to look for getting a deeper retracement, 261% gains possible. Wow. $100 turning into almost $400 right there. Not bad. On spot. So, yeah, baby. Oh, we forgot to label this one over here. I'm taking a picture of this. We're going to post it over in Trade Setup area. I will go through. Let me test my little guy out over here. This is my AI that posted over to Trade Setups. This is what? Oh snap! I need to get my right time frame. Else it'll freak out over here. What time frame? We're on the 12 hour. I'm on 12 hour. All right. XRP 12 hour chart position / swing trade idea targets, I guess. Possible. Cypher, harmonic, rare, and bullish. Pattern completion. Saying this could be the one. And XRP has a bright future. With upside, and that $5 chart, I don't know if 589 will get hit, but you see where we can get $5. I'm impressed that someone with that many tokens could get that, but that's what this pattern's saying. I was dissing it for tokenomics, but I'm going with what the chart says because that's all we can do. All right, so I got my notes on here, and let's go ahead and post it over and let it kind of put it in more professional terms and break down all the levels and everything over there. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Crap. You did not do this. Wait a minute, can I exit that? Crap. All right, well, I took the wrong picture. Did you not see a copy image? Post it. All right, so it's not going to have as much. XRP, 12 hour. Possible bullish. Cypher. Harmonic. Rare formation. That's what I want to hit home. All right, let's try this one more time. There we are. There we got it. Now we got to go over to chart room and let me erase whatever the hell I just posted up over there. Was that? It was a short. Yeah, that's wrong. All right, let me get that out. All right, there we go. It just now popped up. All right, so over here into the trade sub area. Okay, there's our picture. There's our chart. It's got a lot of targets, right? I mean, this is our bigger picture of things, right? There's plenty of opportunities to look at places to take profit, and that's what we got Fibonacci-wise, and they make great target areas. So you can set up a lot of different strategies and use this idea to come down on your smaller time frames and nail your own little entries and whatever. But this is, there's 5 targets there. A long buy setup and entry zone 116 to 115. Trigger for entries. We got all of that. Harmonic pattern analysis. Bullish cipher formation, rare setup. Okay, talk about it. I mean, I just want to see historical cipher success, 75% when properly identified. We properly identified it. Let's see. Let's just make sure. See if it what it says. Historical high area, major resistance at $4.38. Market analysis. This is an exceptionally rare bullish cipher harmonic pattern with massive upside potential. 12-hour time frame gives the setup significant weight for a major trend reversal. XRP is completing the D leg of the cipher near critical support, offering an asymmetric risk-reward opportunity. You got so much more reward coming than your risk or downside right now. The pattern suggests institutional accumulation at these levels with multiple Fibonacci confluence zones acting as support. Under that 236, that's where they accumulate. The institutions accumulate under that zone. All right. Risk level medium high due to wide stop but exceptional risk to reward confluence or confluence harmonic completion, historical support, Fibonacci confluence 12-hour time frame. All right. So it's got some trading rules for the cipher and stuff like that. This is a high conviction, low frequency setup. Consider scaling in a position near decompletion. So scale in, bigger play. You take your time with it, build a position. Don't have to go all in at once. Might get a little cheaper over the next days. I don't know. But that's a what the hell? Can we get out of here? I didn't think I'd be sitting here talking about XRP. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see what it's looking like. Right? I think I'm going to be looking to take me an XRP trade. Shout out to you guys, man. I wasn't planning on it. Do I actually? Oh man, it'd be. I don't really go with my. Where's our account? Are we not on here? Here we are. Blowfin. Oh, my trade is up. What's up now? We had a pullback. Is that what happened? Or we just... My Bitcoin trade is still up. What, we got 80... That's not you, is it? No, did you just drop immediately? What the hell? How did that happen? It was 80, now it's 69, 67. I got an 11x trade over here. No, but we're up 67% right there. And now I think I'm going to take that XRP trade. It'll have to be a longer term trade. It doesn't really fit what I'm trying to do on this account. I'm just being honest with you, but I want to monitor it. So if we're trying to do it, it's up 23% today. Let's see if we can do some local analysis here on the 15-minute. Because she definitely might be coming down for a little bit at resistance right there. And what I'll try to do is I want to keep some ideas here. in here. Maybe a little bit lower, but I definitely want to look at 137, 132. She's bouncing off to 236, meaning she might be trying to go up higher as we're talking. Let me color code these so I know what they are. And I'm going to take the DCA approach in on this entry with lower leverage. So we got what, 3x. How much room does that give me here? I'm not going to go with very much right now. But we put our stop losses technically below X, which is way crazy. We got 111. That's a lot. That's a big ass stop loss for me. So I've got to go. There's not the tiny position on this one right now. My take profit? What was our first take profit? First one's 176. One I'm really looking for is that 211, which could take a long time. 176, it might come up here, come back down, you know, and do all kinds of stuff. We can take partial profits there, but 211 is going to be my main one. And hopefully we can build this up. I'll take this one as a slow trade, but it's going to be a small trade. And then when the time comes right, we can crank up the leverage, and after she breaks out, then try to build that bag up even more, right? So I think we're going to open this one as a little bit more of a longer trade. 211 is my take profit area. 111 is my stop loss right now. I'm not going in too much. I'm just going to put 5%. This is probably less than $1 or something. I don't know. Oh, well, I guess I got to go with more. I guess we got to go 10%. I mean, what are you at 10%? Oh, you're kidding me. I got such a damn little small... What the hell? Are we broke over here or something? We got cash over here, right? Oh, I'm on the wrong... No, that's right. I'm doing this... I'm on the wrong dollar. XRP against Tether. That's why it's not letting me do it. I'm like, why are you not letting me trade? Why am I not getting anything? All right, let me quickly get my levels over here on this one. Sorry. What goes up must get absolutely murdered. I think we saw that. Just saying. All right, now we got it. So what are you over here? 111, still the same thing. That's a deep ass stop loss, but I doubt that we go back and visit that, right? And then 214, 211, right? Was there a thing? All right. Yeah, now we got something to work. Okay, that makes more sense. We're at 3x. I'm cool with that. I'm just going to put, I'm just nibbling in right now, nibbling. Let's go with 7%, which should not be very much. Oh, that's about 4. That might be more. I'm taking it down because I want money to trade to other stuff too. This is a longer term. It's not really fit for this small account, but I ain't missing it. Build a small position here. I expect her to come down, and then I will add to this. And I got enough to add in all the way down to here if it comes, right? My stop loss right now is $2. That's 2%, basically what I'm supposed to have on my account. But it's doubtful we do it. But I'm giving myself a bigger range and just nibbling a little bit. This is not going to be one of the fast money trades, but I want to get a little taste of it over here and monitor it. And already up on 0.19%. Where else can you do? Only here on the Turkey channel. I'm the king of 0.19%. Come on. Who took this trade with me? You're in the money. Yeah, that's what we do here. Yeah, 0.9%. You're almost up a penny. You're almost up a whole penny. Nobody does this. No other turkey on YouTube is as accurate as this turkey. Nobody. No other turkey. Sorry, dude. Let's get that algorithm going over here. Stupid. All right. So be cautious. We've been going for way too long. It's 15 people hanging out. Thank you for being here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
Very surprise call here for XRP. to find this rare harmonic pattern completing over here. Drew it a long time ago, wasn't even thinking about it. One of you guys mentioned it. We came back and saw that it completed. It's doing what it needs to do. This is a reversal thing, meaning, and I was not even looking at getting into XRP at all. We mapped it out for swing trades all the way up to the higher high of what this target says we can be going to at 527. Damn, I think I may become an XRP person. This one's making me think it. Wasn't expecting that. Jeez, miracles can happen. XRP might be what I'm looking into. I'm going to get me a spot position of XRP, and after seeing that, guys, I'll see you tonight 10:30 as we watch altcoins try to make a little comeback. And for the people that bought and looking at the right ones last night, you guys are coming up. I was given a warning about trying to go too hard as things are coming down because they're really good and they could come down further, and they still might. But for you guys that actually found a position, we saw some setups last night, and the signals are giving off some. The AAVE trade I got into doing great from that signal, from our signal bot over here. It's not. Oh, you gave one. There's a long Doge. Oh, there's a Doge long that just came out fresh off the presses. Strength is. Let's take a look at this before we leave. Let's do it. Ah, Doge. I found my bag of Doge on my wallet. I still got some Doge that I didn't whittle away and screwed up leverage plays. Take a look at Doge before we leave. Oh, we've already been looking at you, Doji. What we got? Let me take these off. Let's put this on. This was the setup from the. I'm just laying out the setup. I want to erase everything I got. We'll just look at this setup. Cool. Oh man. Let's see. It's got some work to do on the daily. A little bearish cross there. A little bit of a flush out going on. For me. Oh, at a 113 bottom, and okay, I would be looking at that. Okay, I got a reason to think, oh, there might be something to it, based on what we got right there. It's still got a lot of work to do, though. She got some resistance. I see a trend line. I don't see us getting much up past 16 cents. If it were me, we'll do mine versus whatever it's got. And this is going to be a little tricky here, but we'll play it. Can you work out? I can see a 16-cent area. All right, so this is what I'm seeing. And we got to get past 13.3. Let's look at, see what the trade setup for the signal that our AI Signal Bot has. It's combing these markets every 15 minutes to give us trade setups, strong ones. And this is the first one that's put out in a couple hours. So oh, this is very shallow. This is on the 15 minutes, so I'm on the daily, so I'm on the wrong time frame for one thing. So it's a small play, smaller term play. I got 2 bullseye. That's not very much, but it's got up to 10% gains on it. All right, short term, high to low. I'll be looking at okay, is that what you're doing? It's got different ones, but here's what I would put out, and it may differ on your chart or whatever. I would be going for these fibs. That's what I would be going for. But it's got it at 10.88, 10.49, and 10.23 from highest to lowest targets. So a very, very small scalp kind of trade going on for Doge right now. Not a big holder. I've got it up here. It doesn't see it. It's only coming back up to the top right here, if even that far. Very small scalp trade. I don't know. They think we can go up a little bit and then probably come back down on Doge a little bit. So not the greatest setup on that particular. I mean, if you're a scalp trader, but you can throw some leverage in on it and you can make some gains, 30, 40, 50%. But I'd like something a little strong. I want something with a little bit more movement. So yeah, I'm still testing, trying these things out. I recommend you do that too with the signals, not just blindly jump into them if they print them out. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to the end screen. I'll be back about 10:30 tonight. I'm probably sticking with 10:30, not earlier. Can't seem to get everything together in time for 10 o'clock. And happy trading, man. It's a nice little rebound here. We were hoping for. We got it. It came. We had the area flushed out well before it ever got there. Came down, hoping to find support here. No, we went all the way down to the bottom. Turns out that was a gift to get our all-time high from last cycle. And so they flushed us out, and they're trying to take us up to a certain point before they dump us back down to either a higher low or a lower low. Don't know. But right now, it's fun playing the upside. And if you're not and being too scared, you're missing out on some of the fun. We're retesting the top of this line, and I can see a possibility for us trying to go up higher. As long as our trend line holds, I'm looking for one hump, a two hump, another hump, and possibly a dump. If we dump prematurely, well, then we might have the three things to the downside and looking for lower. So we want to see one more rise up. See this little parabolic move happen. Hopefully tonight when we come back, we'll be out of this. Cross our fingers, knock on wood. Not saying it's happening, but that's what we need to see happen. I'll see you then. Good luck trading. Let's go make some money and turn this market around and get back anything that they took from us. Make it pay for its sins. How dare you flush this market out? Let's get in with the big boys. All right. See you on the next one. Tonight, that is. Good night, everybody. Wow, I'm way behind on this.
One more leg, one more leg. Why do I keep holding? When the rain keeps
We could be. That's what we're looking at. We're set up to where we could be. There is a reason for there to have some kind of crazy move to the upside. There is one. We're just watching the monitoring. I know, I wasn't expecting that. You're all old and ready to go.
Top or fake out, still in doubt.
Sell too early, miss the glory, hold too long, watch it go.
One more leg, one more leg. Top of
Oh, that's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that. Is the market's closed? President's Day?
Sell a hold, one more leg, go, one more cold. Top of fake out, top of fake out.
Good points. Oh, we just had a full moon, though, right?
I stare at the line, like it owes me a sign. Green for a minute, then red like a crime. What do I believe?
I'm getting ready to, I believe.
More we believe.
top or fake out, top or fake out, still in doubt.
Is it broken or just joking? Is it
I might go over to my iTrust account and get some XRP over there.
top of fake out? Top of fake out. Sell a hold, one more leg, go, one more cold. Top of fake out. Top of fake out.
Miss the move or lose it all. Top or fake out, hear the call.
Top of fake. Top of fake out. Fake out.
One more leg, one more leg. Why do I keep
Was it 4 cents yesterday? That's a good deal.
when the rate keeps growing? Why do I keep buying when the green keeps dying? Why do I keep dreaming of one more big streaming? Top or fake out, top or fake out.
You don't. You don't have to.
Sell too early.
I do on my phone, but you see me here on my computer. I don't have it up to VPN. Probably need to, but I don't.
One more leg, one more leg.
Oh no. I wasn't impressed with that one. I am kind of impressed with the XRP trade setup though. Oh, the XRP. Well, I mean, if you're talking about the trade I just put in, I mean, it was like, what, a few bucks on a very small account. It's just tracking mostly. But after the show, yeah, I'm actually going to be looking into XRP. I didn't think I would be.
Top or fake out, I'm still in doubt.
Is it broken or just joking? Is it over or just slowing?
One more leg.
Top or fake out. Top or fake out. Sell or hold, one more leg or one more cold. Top or fake out. Top or fake out.
Here you go, trade time. Try this one out. There you go, just for you.
Top or fake out.
She can't fit into the ride at Disneyland because of that.
One more leg, or and
Right. Another green spike that's gonna rug.
Bitcoin on the 15-minute, man, it's still holding that trend line nice, making a nice little flag within the trend line.
Burn it down, yeah.
Those are the only ones I would trust to break to the upside. If it stays on here and bounces off that trend line, that's the kind that you want to play. That's what you want to play. If it comes outside of the trend line, you're getting played. Play them within the trend line. If they're outside the trend line, you're probably getting played. Flags at resistance. They can work if you're looking at the right things. If not, you get caught down and they say, "Oh man, that was a Mark Simpson. Oh, sorry." Nailed it. What I meant by model.
Burn it down. Let the whole thing burn to the ground. Burn it down.
She's definitely not a stomach sleeper, is she?
Burn it down. Short at the lows, fuck the rebound. Burn it down. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Oh! Did I just miss that? Damn it. They came. Oh man, they're trying to do something here, aren't they? Looks like it's still shaky though. I think they just defined her channel a little bit better. Oh no, you didn't. You lost that. Is it this? No. Now we're getting it. Oh, now we're getting the symmetry. Huh. That was a sneaky move right there. That's a little flush out. Look, I'm up a nickel. You can't see it because there's boobies in the way. I'm up a whole nickel. But it didn't catch it over here. We didn't have that over here, did we? Or was that it? No, it didn't happen over here. Dang. Made a whole nickel. looks good. What else you got? See how these moving averages have pulled over and they're doing the 180 right there? I'm adding to my position a little bit. Because he's trying to go up, I believe. Just a nibble. Just a niblet.
Burn it down, burn it down.
Stop loss is still reasonable there.
Burn it down, burn it down. I'm done being the clown. Burn it down, burn it down. Short at the lows, fuck the rebound. Burn it down, burn it down. I don't give a fuck anymore. Burn it.
For XRP, I'm playing XRP for a bullish breakup. Completion of that pattern. And I'm trying to do it very slowly. But right now, it looks like it's trying to go up more than down, so I just added my position. So we're 5 ways up. We're heading to $7 or somewhere near that. For XRP, I didn't see it for XRP. Are we talking about the same thing? We're talking about XRP, right? I wasn't counting waves on XRP. I was looking at the harmonic pattern, which now it's not on this chart. I don't have the same chart that was on. Crap, where did we look at that? I might need to know that. We looked at this the other night. That was my take on it. We'd be coming up about 190 and maybe rolling, you know. But I didn't see what I saw earlier. We just happened to look up on a chart that I looked at a long time ago, and it had this set up, and that's exactly what we did. That's a cipher pattern. Oh, well, we got it over here. I posted it right here. This is it. That's what I'm playing on XRP. It's this idea right here. And I got up to 572 as my top target. It's posted in trade setups. It ought to be. This is bullish. I mean, that's what we want to see. And now it just flushed everybody out on whatever, on Coinbase. Coinbase just flushed everybody out with XRP, so that's probably something to pay attention to on Coinbase. It didn't do it on my exchange, but on Blowfin, but it did over here. Hey, one thing that and let me say this about Blowfin. One of the reasons why I do like it, you might hear me talking about it more. One of the things that when they were talking to me, one of the things that they brought up that really impressed me was that on October 10th, when all the other places locked up and everything, they weren't part of that group and they were still functional. That meant a lot. And so I'm really looking at, I may be moving some of I may be getting off CoinX and coming over here. CoinX, I feel, is a little high on fees, and that's where I've been trading, and I think they've just been slowly milking me in fees a lot. And I like the things I'm seeing over here on XRP, how they set things up, how you're automatically on 3x leverage and not on 20 or something crazy where you can easily mess up an entry and then they get paid for free and you get wrecked. You know, those little tricks that some exchanges do, kind of dirty. And I'm seeing good things, and it's easy. I like Blue. I didn't think I would like it that much. I've never been here before. And also, just to remind you, if you're in Blowfin or want to set up an account there, we do have this active campaign going on. And I got the details over in the lounge. I didn't mention it, but it's right here. And you know, just got to go to the link, and I don't think it'll let me. It doesn't, but I think it just takes you to the thing, right? Anyway, you sign up with that link, and it'll have a different screen than this. I think that it took me to. I'm not eligible to do it, but for anybody who's interested, no pressure or anything. But they are giving some prizes away and stuff. Yeah, it lasts for a month, so you got plenty of time to build up some stuff. Is this Fear and Greed? What's it look like today? Still at 5. Still at 5. It hasn't updated yet. All right, yeah. I did not expect to be in an XRP trade or even thinking about trying to be bullish on XRP, but from what I can see, I'm going to be working on building a position on it. Even if we come down to 125 and play through here, I don't know that we will. We may not. If we do, great. If not, then we'll just take what we got and keep building until we get those targets. All right. See you tonight, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.